and welcome to Nihon Nights, our modern-age Vampire Masquerade Chronicles set in the prefecture of Chiba, Japan. Awakening for the night is Marcelina, affectionately known as Mama, Marcy, or Lily. Please rouse to awaken for the night.
I am tempted to right off the bat frenzy, but instead I'll rouse. We might frenzy.
That's what you get for not letting me call you Lily. Solomon of Clan Samitsi, played by Nitro Taipat. Please rouse to awaken for the night. Wonderful. Violet of Clan Nosferatu, played by Dark Scarlet of Queen's Court Games. Please rouse to awaken for the night. You're getting hungry tonight. Slip, played by Vamp Daddy, of Clan Nosferatu as well. Please rouse to awaken for the night. Wonderful. Kenun, member of Agaki, played by Daybreakathon, of their own stream. Please rouse to awaken for the night. You're getting hungry tonight. We begin this week in the Coterie Haven, because Elias has let us down and is not here as predicted, but not calling out any names. In a temporary haven the Coterie are using in Tokyo, Lily, Slip, and Violet are in the loft of the house, Slip standing at his workbench. The captured drone, unpowered and forced open, exposing its inner workings and circuits. Cutting-edge PCB cables and other high-tech equipment are highlighted under the workbench's spotlight. The drone that Sato acquired is sat next to the captured drone in a box, unopened. But the drone itself is untouched, merely kept close to hand in case Slip needs parts from it to Frankenstein into his new creation. What would you like to do?
Slip is going to... I don't think I need to double check to see if the tracker's turned off. I believe you when you say it's off. I'm going to try to... He wants to learn how it works. Specifically, how it reports back, how the X-scope factors into it, how that works. He just wants to get like a baseline, how does it do?
Intelligence and technology for me, please.
Would a robotics specialty help with this?
Yes. Sticking with it?
Now that you've asked, those 3 2s, they bother me.
Slip runs his eyes over the PCB, looking at the circuit board, the cables plugged into it, and finds the GPS tracker upon it. It seems to use a simple, same method as anything that you might find in a regular car. Of course, this one is tuned into its own network that is exclusively used by TID. As for the X-scope, it seems something beyond his capabilities to learn about.
Hey, so he doesn't know how it works. Does he know how to use it? Or does it simply function like a normal drone camera might?
The X-scope specifically?
Yes.
It is something beyond your comprehension. You've seen the earlier models that were based more like cameras, and indeed looked like very large video cameras, but this one has not just been miniaturized, uses completely different methods that you're unfamiliar with. It's something far too modern, something far too top secret for you to be able to ascertain the inner workings of. But you could strip it out.
Could he take it apart, destroying it in the process to try to learn about it?
You could take it apart and destroy it.
I would like to sneak up on Slip, using my specialty against Kindred. If that would be okay.
Stealth +1. And Slip, wits and awareness, please.
I'm absolutely re-rolling. Okay, better.
Slip, wits
Not great,
looking
but
good.
better.
That's going to go to Marcelina as the aggressor, who is able to successfully, quietly sneak up behind him.
I'm going to sneak up behind him and then just grab him by the shoulders very suddenly and be like, you should ask Violet for help. She's real good at this kind of thing.
First of all, oh
Yes.
my god.
Not God, but I'll take it.
You got me. Violet is familiar with these toys.
Well, familiar with technology, and she's been around for a long time, so can't imagine this is the first time she's seen something like this. What I'm saying is, 2 Nosferatu heads are better than 1. That's what I'm trying to say.
True. True. Is she around?
Oh, I'm sure she is. I can't imagine that she's gone for too long. And Marcelina will start just kind of like walking around the house, being like, Violet! Just calling out for Violet as she walks around the house. Just, knowing that at some point she'll appear. As is her people's custom.
Violet probably obfuscated into the house and is sitting in front of the mirror like normal. Probably reading a book and sitting in front of the mirror.
There's no mirror in this house. That's a different house.
Different house, beg pardon?
Yeah,
Missing
we're in
the mirror.
Yes. But yeah. Well, I guess eventually I'll peek in her room, see if she's in there. Just... Oh, hey, Vi. Violet, dear. Slip needs help. He's trying to take apart a drone. I figured you could help in some way. Yeah, something we took from the TID. Basically SI, just here version. Yeah, you've missed a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come and see. You'll have to tell me what happened and is everyone okay?
Well, have you met Canoe yet? Gaki?
Oh, yes.
He's lurking somewhere. I'm sure we'll find him. Anyway, walk and talk. We'll just walk and talk. And Marcelina will begin to fill her in on their previous exploits, witnessing the Elias murder, and that moment of Elias losing control and killing a bunch of people, but through the perspective of the victims. And yeah, just informing her on all the shit that we've been dealing with and how our next mission is to go to the TID, which apparently, if I remember correctly, is a tower. Yes, and retrieve a thing for the Gaki. No, not retrieve a thing.
Kill the Sabat that have infiltrated it.
Right. Okay. Kill the Sabat infiltrator in the TID tower. In the Titty Tower. That's where we gotta go.
Titty Tower. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, killing Sabat is always fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready. That's my shit. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Marcelina is like weirdly chipper.
What are you looking at?
Oh, Violet, hello.
Hey.
Are you guys talking about the TD Tower?
Titties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
infiltrated by the Sabbat. Can't believe it. It's literally like... That's so funny to me. I don't know. It's like Gargamel infiltrating the Smurfs. How did they do it?
What?
There's Nikki.
I guess.
Yeah.
So I've got a
also-
drone here. Oh,
Isn't there like mind things that could be done?
maybe
Depending
like on like a couple guys. I don't know, a whole building, a whole department, maybe.
Well, you would only need a couple of them, right? To kind of give you that clout and credence that you need to get in the building and no one question you. A good enough blush alive.
I'm pretty sure when it comes to things like inquisitions and that kind of murder, death, fervor, pretty sure if the Inquisition thinks an Inquisitor is heretical, they just kill that guy too. At least, it's historically speaking. So I don't know how they did it. There might just be a shit ton of them. Could be, like Fort Lauderdale, Solo Sabat, depending on who you talk to. Yeah, don't go to spring break. That is Sabat feeding frenzy. That is that's a ponderosa for the Sword of Cain. Do not go.
I am gonna make a phone call and leave you to get to what you were doing. And
sure.
Marcelina, basically, it's almost as if in response to what you said about there being possibly a bunch of Sabat within the TID, she is going to go make some phone calls and exits.
Making a phone call, you
So-
say?
On a burner phone. Maybe.
Open the phone. And strangely,
Oh,
the
shit.
line is already active.
Oh,
Loudness
oh
one.
no. Nope. Nope. Okay. So in a moment of rage, because now she can't use her phone, she snaps the fucking phone in half and proceeds back downstairs and says, I can't make fucking phone calls anymore, so there's that. And she just slumps herself into her chair, just like extra irritated and annoyed.
Make phone calls.
A ghost is screaming at me. Screaming at me, maybe, or maybe I'm just hearing the screams of their torture. A hellscape. I don't know, but every time I use the electronic device, I get yelled at. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Greeting.
What did you do?
I don't know. It happened very recently. And I have no clues to go on. At first I thought it was our old haven because the haven was haunted. But no, it seems to be following me specifically. I don't know what that's about. But I can't even ask my family because I don't have a fucking phone now that I can use. So there is that.
Do you
Where they are.
Yes, but the Gaki won't let us leave. So
Do you want me to
Yeah.
try calling them on my phone?
you can try, most certainly. I
Okay,
just
then
I don't know if my proximity will make it a problem, so we can test it out.
Oh, well. Go in the hallway.
All right.
Great. Gonna grab my stylus. Try to. What's the number?
And she hollers back the number.
All right.
This is your highly customized smartphone, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Do a rails check for me, please.
I'm using a stylus, you garbage man.
Still gonna make you do a rouse check.
Oh, I accept my fate.
Gain a hunger.
Getting a little hungry. I'm sorry, what was the last 4 again?
She repeats. 8496.
Right. Cool.
Yep, it'll go through. It'll ring.
Delightful. Once I
ringing.
start, great. So once I hear that, I'm actually going to start walking towards it. Do things get weird as I walk closer to the phone?
Nope.
No? Wonderful. Now, if I try to pick it up, if I put my hands on it, okay, all right. I'm gonna put the phone to my ear.
Excellent.
Great.
And the phone will be picked up because it's an unknown number as well. The voice immediately just says something. Joe's taxidermy. You kill him, we stuff him.
Right. So she'll respond with some special code word. I don't know, fucking fox eyes or something like that. That would be the correct response.
Fucking fox eyes. What a code.
I don't know, man. That's the first thing I thought. Fox eyes. Because when they stuff the taxidermy, they just replace it with glass eyes. So
and the voice on the phone will respond. Cousin Marcelina.
Cousin, now I seem to have a bit of an issue as of late. I last sent news of where I was, but now every time I try to use, I'm currently borrowing a friend's communication device, and every time I try to use my own, I seem to be getting yelled at by something a little weird. Things that we are familiar with, cousin.
Have you been using electronic devices fairly often in this country?
No more than I normally do. To check in and such.
Yes.
Well, given the events as of late, I've had to use my phone a little bit more than in here.
That would appear to be the catalyst.
Oh. So why is it only happening to me?
Because you have been using your phone more than anyone else, I would assume.
Oh. Right.
It isn't just kindred that are affected by this, but all supernaturals. If you use an electronic device far too often, you receive something of a visitor.
I see. Well,
The more you use them, the stronger the visitor's tie to you, and eventually it will find you.
any tips and tricks on how to get rid of it?
The usual necromantic rituals apply for temporary measures. The only way to truly rid yourself of the spirit is to leave the island.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll take that under consideration. Oh, one last thing. Quick side thing, storyteller. Do we get a location of this tower? Like an address?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So at this point she will then say, we've been tasked to look into what is a better word for infiltration that doesn't sound so dire? Whatever that word is.
A cuckoo.
Yes, that of our arcane like is that a good word? No, it's not. She essentially code worded up tries to tell the family about the TID tower and the possibility that there may be more than one Sabbat infiltrator there as a way to like update the family.
Should you enter into this tower, be sure that you leave no evidence of your existence.
Yes, sir. All right, then.
Is there anything
Thank you,
else we
cousin.
can assist you with, cousin?
No, for now, that is it. Actually, I do have something. I'm interested in particular kindred's backstory. I need to know more about them. Well, one of them, an Elias, the Salubri and my coterie. Something's not right about them, and I need to know what that is. Perhaps put in a word with the
Salubri, you
contact.
say?
Get that? Yes, he's special kind, real sweet.
They all are rather special. Quite delicious.
I have yet to have the chance to taste, but I'm sure I'll get the opportunity at some point.
We can make no guarantees. Information gathering is not our forte, but we can certainly try.
Wonderful.
What is your budget
Well then.
for this information? Deals will need to be made.
Well, I think a boon for a boon. Sounds about right.
Very well. We will see what we can dig up for you.
Thank you, cousin. I'll talk to you later.
Good night.
Promptly, she hangs up and brings Slip back his phone.
Thanks. Great.
No.
Now I'm in some guy's phone as Marcelina's backup.
I doubt it. You got nothing to worry about, darling.
Get it all sorted?
Marcelina
Cool,
does
cool.
not share anything else and goes back to her room and starts to clean her guns.
Oh, I hope this isn't haunted now.
Probably is.
Oh, I'm gonna take a screw. I'm gonna just clean it. I'm just gonna. I don't know if this. It's not a Marcy. It's not. It's a me thing. It's ghosts. Right. So about the drone. TID. Possibly second act piece of hardware. New kind of X-scope I haven't seen before. I'm really good at this stuff, and I don't know what this is. Have a gander?
Gets right in. I wish
Yes,
to
so-
roll for gander.
This is
The big
also
leaf
how I
fingers.
actually make my PC. I just like this, and then it's just magically made. Intelligence and tech, please,
I'll assist.
with a +1. Sticking with it?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Is this an X-scope? You don't really know. You've never seen anything like this before. If it's an X-scope, then it's extremely sophisticated.
Ooh.
You are also used to the large models and the Mark IIs, which Slip is unaware of. They're all exceedingly large, and quite obviously a camera or something similar to that in appearance. This is... What is this?
Definitely a new model. I wonder who they have designing these.
I have no
That might
idea.
be. It might be useful to look into.
Yeah, ooh. Here, looking into that seems like the kind of thing that ends up with me on a list. Maybe. So you don't know. Same. Alright.
Sure.
Here's the thing. I don't even know how to work the thing. I don't know if it communicates back with its building or not, or if it's got a... I don't know how this fucking thing works. So it is as useless to me as two monkeys fucking the same football. Fantastic. Well... it's a cool drone. It's a cool drone, but it does nothing.
For parts, at least.
Yeah, maybe. So looking at it, it's not transmitting that he can be aware of, right? No part of this is sending signals anywhere.
Intelligence and technology, please.
Like to assist with that, please.
With a +1. With a +2, in fact, because of your speciality.
Oh! Alright. It's a big boy pool.
Very nice.
Hold up. Nope. I'm gonna reroll the 3, the 4, and the 4. No, I'm not. 6 was not enough. I'm not sticking with a goddamn thing, Shiv. 7.
Okay. You look over the drone, and although it is currently disabled, all it takes is to be re-enabled, and it will start transmitting back to home. You feel you could disable this feature, or redirect it to a different location to transmit back, but it seems hard-coded in that it will constantly transmit its location somewhere.
I would very much like to try to change the destination it transmits to.
Intelligence and technology with a +1.
Would you like another assist?
Yes, hold this,
With
please.
with a +2 in total.
All right. Okay, here's the thing. Hold up. Stop. I'm going to reroll the 3, the 2, and that black one.
That's still going to be a messy crit.
If I reroll the black 0? The black 10?
The black 0? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I might have misspoke. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6.
6.
Wait, I might have mathed wrong. 7.
Yeah.
I mathed
1,
wrong.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7, 8.
Either way, it's still enough.
Okay.
And you're able to redirect the transmitter, knowing that it's now transmitting back to your secondary haven and reporting its GPS coordinates there constantly.
Okay. And that has, I'm pretty sure with an 8, it's not transmitting to both, it's transmitting to my haven.
Yeah, correct. It will only transmit to one place at one time.
Okay. Perfect. I would like to... Okay. Is there any way I can have it transmit to my field kit, my laptop?
Yeah, if you want to redirect it there instead, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because I don't have access to the Haven is the only reason. That the Haven's way cooler, but I only have access to the one.
That's fine.
Alright. So I'm going to turn this on now. And I'm going to try to fly this thing. It should fly like a drone. How the fuck am I going to do that? Okay, hold up. I've got this other drone. Okay, I'm going to try to pair the new drone to the box drone's remote control so that I can, in fact, use this drone.
I'd say that's a really easy task for both of you, and you don't need to roll for that. That'll be an automatic success, because that's just changing probably radio bands or something like that on a transmitter, which is a lot simpler than changing a transmitting signal.
I'm going to open my laptop, turn it on, turn the drone on.
As you turn on the laptop,
Mm-hmm.
A static snow screen presents itself to you, and a blue, damaged, bleeding hand quickly slaps the inside of the screen and disappears, and you see the regular operating system login screen.
Hold on a second. I'm going to take a can of compressed air from my field kit and just clean the machine. he's just cleaning the machine with a can of compressed air like you do to keyboards and stuff.
Okay. Fine.
Fascinating.
Great. Yeah, I don't think I can get it blessed, so that's the best I can do. Oh, I got ghost cooties from Marcy. Fuck me. God damn it. I knew this shit was gonna happen. I'm so helpful. Fuck. Alright, well. Alright.
Would you like to attempt to log in?
Yes.
Your password fails.
Motherfucker. Can't believe it.
Oh.
Cheeky little... Hello? Tap the screen a little bit. Hey. Hello? Ghost Rider, please.
Contact.
Can we talk, please?
The screen just remains completely still.
Son of a bitch. Alright, okay, take my phone out, log into my email address, click the forgot password button. Haven't done this in like 80 years, alright.
And yep, you'll get an email back to XX Banana Slip 69 Overlord XX at AOL.com.
It's Titty Kong Racer 69, thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna reset my password and see if that works.
Well, you'll get the password in the email because, it's ancient.
Yeah.
And this was before things. And it turns out the password has been changed to I can see you.
You know what? I'm just gonna punch that in. I'm just gonna punch that in and try to log in.
Log in as normal. And you'll see your entire desktop and both icons upon it.
For the drone and the everything else. All right.
Netscape Navigator is fine.
All right. I'm gonna try to activate the drone, fly it, and I'm gonna try to see if Violet comes up on any of the programs that launch as something weird.
Rude.
Didn't you take out the X-scope?
No, never did that. He's just in the blind trying to brute force this thing. He'll either break it or get it to work. At this point, it's one or the other.
Okay, yeah, and you've probably got enough experience and technology to be able to pilot it. And you try to turn the X-scope on Violet, but you're unable to directly use the X-scope.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna blame the ghost. I don't know.
Me?
Well, what?
Maybe my machines.
What about machines?
You're too cute for the microphone, Violet.
Can't really be seen by machines.
Stop that shit! You know what I'm trying to do. I know you can not do that if you want.
Funny.
How could you do this to me? And you want to cuddle?
Ultimate betrayal.
You said no last time I asked you. This is payback.
Wow. Top 10 anime betrayals of all time right here. Unbelievable.
Mhm.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go scan Marcy. And I still know how it works. He's just flying a drone around the house like an asshole.
Yeah.
Nope. No, I don't know how this works. Cool.
Crash it!
Cool.
Look.
No! What?
If he does try to scan me with it, I'm gonna shoot it.
Nope, evasive maneuvers!
Time, I'll slowly raise it up, you know.
No.
Scan me. Just fucking-
From up in the loft, just... No. Where's Solomon? I'll scan that guy.
Solomon's not in the house. Neither is Elias.
God damn it. All right, I'm going to bring the drone back up and park it and turn it off.
I Yeah, go on.
Do I feel like this is something that... Does Slip feel like this is something he will never, ever get? Or is it something he can continue to invest time in and eventually figure out?
Slip will know that this is something that's been hard locked in there that you're never going to be able to unlock.
Okay.
Basically,
then...
the storyteller is saying, I am no way in hell
Yeah.
giving you an X-Scope Mark III to play with. Never, ever. A
That
billion years,
is-
no.
I understand. He's going to strip that bitch out and make it safe to use like a normal drone.
I'll let you do that for free.
All right. Well, here's the stripped out X-scope, and it's really tiny. Why did the Japanese make everything so small?
I don't know who you're talking to. I'm not there.
Violet, did you leave?
No,
Son of a bitch. Oh,
right here. That's just rude.
sorry. So small.
That's true.
Yes, you're a teeny. So I got a cool drone now. It's a way better drone than the ones Sato got. Not that, like, Sato got a shitty drone. It's just, this is... Look at it. It's beautiful. And maybe haunted. Ooh.
Like your laptop. And your phone.
Yep. Why do you say it like that?
Because it's entertaining to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, well, this was a bust, but look, I'm sorry about the... We can cuddle tonight if you want. Today. We can do that.
You're Tremere.
What about him?
Come too, yes?
Maybe if he's around, maybe. I know Solomon and Elias were down too. We could build a pillow fort, I don't give a shit.
That sounds like fun. But...
Yep.
You're Tremere.
Yep.
I'll help you protect him.
He typically does not need my protection, but I'm not going to say no to that. Sure. Thank you.
Important.
Yep. I agree. He's a funny sort of guy. I like him.
I could see that. That's why I'm offering my protection.
Well, I assume you wouldn't let anything bad happen to anybody that's working with you, out of principle.
Wasn't your special person a Tremere, Violet?
Where the f*** did you come from?
Oh, standing right here.
Shit, everybody's so quiet in this building. Hello, come into the room. My laptop's haunted now. You did this to me.
Wait a minute. I'm not haunted. Just apparently this whole island is. If we or other supernatural entities use too many electronics, they eventually become haunted by something, which then apparently hunts you down and tries to, I don't know, fucking steal your soul or something like that.
60 years. Never had it happen. You used my phone one time. Suddenly.
Well, you made the choice to use your phone. Or to let me use it.
I did. That's true.
Your
That's
fault,
true.
not mine.
Hey, almost didn't call you Marcelina there. That's a tick I've got to stop. So, later on today, we're gonna cuddle. You wanna come?
Cuddle?
Yeah.
What's that?
You know what cuddling is?
What is that?
Wait, really?
Cuddle. You're asleep in a mound.
Isn't that uncomfortable?
No, you're dead. It's fine.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's all the rage in Violet's friend circle.
Karate, yes.
But
Never had that happen with anybody else.
you two are pretty similar. I mean, you're both Nosferatu with the super special Tremere. Well, one of you still has super special Tremere.
Wow. Too soon, I think. So, Violet.
I'm asking questions. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just asking.
Violet.
What's that about?
You got a little Tremere buddy?
Her body language gets a little awkward.
Yes?
No, who are they?
So, tree mate?
Whomst?
And Trey?
Oh, Pixie. Don't be sad.
So is he like a boyfriend? Do you like him?
He's asking if you have romantic feelings for your friend. Or if it was-
Children.
I'm not asking. It's him.
Wait, what? You have children?
No, she's
Love
calling
is
you
for children.
that. Although,
Yeah. I figured you might be of that persuasion. Yeah. Alright, I figured. Cool.
I don't think love's really for anybody. What is love? It's a bunch of serotonin endorphins swimming in your brain, right?
Maybe you don't hurt me. I'm sorry, guy. Look, you said something. Wow. Crazy. That's fine. You know, love's not for everybody. Me and Sato really, it's not even like that. It's,
No.
I don't know. It's more like a loneliness kind of kindred, weird attachment thing. It's.
Is that what it is for you? Because me the other night and a few other times, Sato, if my understanding of what love is correct, definitely is in love with you.
I mean, it's not, but it's. You know how these things are. With us, it's muted.
I
right?
don't.
Anything but hunger and obsession is muted, and I'm not obsessed with Sato. I'm very fond of him. He is my best friend, for sure. But I don't even know that I feel love the way, like, the Greeks would, you know?
You're speaking a different language to me right now. I don't have much to go on.
Super fair. Look, I'm young. I'll grow out of it. Give me a couple of centuries. I'll be as icy-hearted as you cool kids eventually.
I doubt it.
Hey.
Shark smile on her face.
I think for right now that's a compliment. But like later on, I'll probably think that was a cheeky insult. Like in like a couple decades, you know.
Let's hope you last that long.
So far, so good.
Violet.
Yeah?
I really didn't mean anything by what I said earlier. I'm just trying to understand the dynamics and why that has such a strong pull over you.
This amount of time you've been in a coterie.
Did you ask me what was the longest time I've been in a coterie?
Yes.
Oh, well. I suppose technically this is the longest, because most of the time I'm on my own. But also I have the family, so it's a little different. I guess they're technically my coterie, in a way.
It's different. But if you are put together with another outsider for many, many decades, they become closer than clan. Love. Like. Love is for children, but if you have nobody, they become your somebody.
Yeah. It's basically what I was saying. I just not as good at wording it as... Yeah, I understand that.
That seems like a lot of extra steps.
Well, we're complicated creatures. Hey, Violet.
Marcelina looks a little bit like she's really trying to work her mind around this idea of being that close to a person and understanding just what that is. So she kind of starts almost looking off into the distance, trying to work it out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Violet.
Yes.
I got a question for you, and when I ask it, I mean it in I want to be helpful and I want to learn about you.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck do you talk to the air so much?
The air?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be talking to you, or other people will be talking to you, and then you'll start convincing the hood of the car that I'm just a work friend or something. What's up with that?
Talking to the air?
Even worse somehow. Who you talking to?
Trey.
Who?
Tremere.
Oh. You have two-way communication? You're too cute. What's going on?
The laptop and the mobile phone.
Right. No. I think scientifically and actually not super similar. So you have a Bluetooth phone in your ear? Let me see.
Slip.
No.
Their Tremere is no longer with us, is what they're trying to say.
There is this, the mouth is like a line, and the eyes are just, set, and he's just, a full lizard on a rock for a moment, where, he's nothing about him is moving. He doesn't blink, he's just... Oh, shit.
Yes. So that is who they are speaking to.
Right. Do you hear voices?
I hear Lantray.
Who is
Quick question, is that the first time we've heard that name? It's the first time she's actually said it? Okay. Go on, sorry.
Okay, is that person deceased?
It's are.
Technically,
He thought about it way too long. It's too late.
Marcelina's basically behind Violet going like...
Okay. So you hear his voice, and he is technically deceased. Why do you hear his voice? Do you know?
so he stays with me.
Oh, just like that. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah. That's a lot to kind of unpack, huh?
You maybe.
Yeah, for me. What is the reason for that? Can I... Hold on, I've got one whole dot of occult. Does that ring any bells? Like, the wheel's spinning. Is the hamster dead, or is it, like, running on the wheel?
The hamster is not just dead, it's been dead for several months. It's a decaying corpse. You've got a new one. This one's been sent to a farm upstate. You've got a replacement one that looks slightly similar, but the patchy fur has been put into a different place, and your parents have lied to you, telling you that sometimes hamsters do that.
All right.
Speaking from experience, apparently that was very detailed. You see Marcelina, who is like standing behind Violet, is like looking directly at you and making this face of like, we will talk later. Because there's things about what Violet's saying that like, Marcelina has thoughts on, but she doesn't want to like make Violet upset. So she's just like...
Well, I think that's pretty neat. Thanks for answering my questions.
Pixie,
Yep.
I missed you. Stay here with me.
I didn't prep that one in time, but it's good enough.
What did Violet just say?
I will.
Cool. Gonna go back to playing with my drones. Yep.
Any of y'all seen the others? I haven't seen them all day.
No. I haven't.
Mm.
What do you think the odds are that, like, Solomon Elias went out to, like, do something, and Solomon just ate him, right?
I
He's so
mean,
damn
This
delicious.
is very delicious.
okay, well, look, you don't need
And
to rub it
Elias
in.
gets into some real fuck shit all the time.
Again, you don't have to rub it in my face. That I have not yet had a taste. Anyway, the point is, coteries are friends, not food. Okay,
Correct.
I mean, I don't think Solomon, unless, provoked by Elias, I don't think Solomon would do such
Now,
a
hold
thing.
up. I've never been provoked by Elias. I tried to eat him.
Well, that's not true. He started bleeding, you caught scent, and that's why you tried to eat him.
Well-
So, provoked by Elias, you know.
Provoking.
I mean,
Elias
who's
is
to say-
bleeding, you eat him, it's Elias's fault. I see how it is.
I mean,
Victim
if by that
blaming.
logic... No, okay, by that logic, let's say a car drives by and they're on the sidewalk and a car hits a rock and it, catches Elias in the side of his head. Now he's provoked Solomon.
I mean, that might be a cosmic question. It seems that, whatever entities might or may not exist out there.
Cosmic.
intend for him to be eaten. I don't know. I'm learning new things, you know.
Sure. Like,
Shit's
is
getting-
Elias dead? Is God dead? These are the questions.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
Well, what are we...
again, I don't think it's likely. You know, I don't
Okay.
think Solomon's gonna.
Alright.
Canyon, however, might.
Well,
If Elias agitates him with that enlightenment talk, might just, and fucking.
yeah,
So.
I'm worried about leaving them alone together. But I'm more worried about Elias. Look. He looks like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag because he's not healing himself, because he's trying to ration out his blood. So I can either keep feeding him rats or,
Well,
And at that moment,
I suppose.
Perfect.
the Head Goth Table of Horrors logo comes spinning into the center of the screen and out. Elias and Solomon are feeling the hunger of Cain eating away at them, and have decided to explore the area within their grasp and see what they can find. They search through the busy streets, at first finding nothing suitable for the pair. Eventually, Solomon is able to persuade Elias to join him searching through the darker, quiet alleyways. They walk off the main busy street, down an alley that has only the one security light that flickers as if forgotten and neglected about. As the pair approach the blinking light, it reveals to them a flat, dirty sign that is nailed to the wall of a dirt-stained door that bears a worn and neglected Red Cross sign upon it. Faded, worn-away red letterings that they can work out that once read Blood Bank. With little choice and their curiosity piqued, the pair open the door and step down the metal stairway. Exposed incandescent light bulbs are chained together, exposing bare bricks that seem to have large chunks removed and lead down further into the apparent blood bank, their feet crunching the loose concrete that has dropped out of place, until they reach the bottom and find a simple counter behind a glass plate. Small holes punch through it, and a fairly young man wearing blue nurse scrubs patiently stands and waits behind the glass to be engaged by anyone visiting the seemingly neglected clinic. What would you like to do?
I would, Solomon, I suppose you would like me to, place the order for you? I can certainly help you with that.
Yes, if you make the request so simple, I believe it can be something you can handle.
I would go up to the counter and say, yes. Hello, how are you doing this fine night?
I'm very well, thank you. And yourself? You look like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
I don't think I look quite that bad. Come on now.
Maybe 8 pounds of shit, then.
I was just, wondering if we could make use of your supply.
Ah, you wish to purchase?
Yes, if you'd be so kind.
Of course, then how will you pay?
Well, I have some money. Is there another way you'd like payment?
Money will get you something. And he'll reach under the desk and put this, blood bag filled with raw blood that looks quite old upon the counter.
Mm-hmm. And what is the cost for the better blood?
Well, I'm sure we can work out a deal. I'm in need of a favor, and I'd be willing to supply something better for free on a regular basis if you help me fix this favor.
And what would that favor be?
There is a man in the back. I believe he is like you, but not quite the same. Either way, he is weakened and restrained. He was captured when he refused to pay his tab. The owner doesn't like people who can't pay their bills, and has ways of bringing offenders back one way or the other. If you would be so kind as to kill and dispose of the body, then I will be willing to supply you with blood bags, good ones, whenever you need them.
Oh my, that's so gruesome. I don't think I could do that personally, but perhaps Solomon would be interested.
I heard my name. What is it that you need?
There's a well, I don't want to say it. Would you mind repeating yourself, good sir?
I'm guessing you need someone disposed.
Correct. He seems similar
Yes,
to the
sir.
two of you.
Oh, interesting.
He didn't pay his bill. The owner doesn't like
Oh,
that.
how barbaric.
If you're willing to dispose of his body and remove him, I am happy to supply you with blood bags for free in exchange on a regular basis.
Ah, yes, by all means. Please show us the way.
The door to the pair's right unlocks. Its click echoes through the small stone chamber, and the pair walk through the door, finding a plain concrete corridor that sharply turns off into the facility. Before it on the wall is an open door. Sounds of someone groaning, strained, and muffled moans emit from the room. Elias and Solomon enter inside the dilapidated, neglected surgery room. Laid out in a medical chair, their arms and legs restrained by metal chains, is a Japanese man, slightly older than either Solomon or Elias. His mouth has been bandaged, and his skin as pale as snow.
My. Another misguided kindred. Okay. Not learning how to pay their dues. Elias, if you would not want to watch, I'd say now would be the good time to look away.
Yes, Solomon. I appreciate your thoughtfulness and caring about my thoughts. I'll step back now, and Elias would leave the room, kind of averting his gaze.
And you said that there was something in the man's mouth?
Yes, his mouth has been bandaged, so he can't make any words.
Cool. I'm going to very violently rip whatever bandage is over his mouth off.
Yep.
Why, hello, friends. Who might you be?
My name's Roger! You call me Uncle Roger!
I immediately slapped the bandage back over his mouth. Look, our group here. Did Elias walk all the way out, or is he just turned around?
I think he's just turned
He
around.
left the room.
Okay, cool. I'm just wondering how quaintly I can speak. Our friend that was just in here with me, he's been having it rough lately, to take it, said lightly. And he could really use a drink. I'm personally fine, but I'm gonna need you to let him have that, would you? And as that comes out of my mouth, I would like to cast Dominate.
Which power?
Yep, that's what I was looking at now. Oh shit. I forgot I don't have that.
Compel, mesmerize.
I don't have any of those, and I forgot.
You can just persuade him if you'd like.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Now, our friends, he's a little shy, if you couldn't tell. But he really would love another bite to eat, and you know how much you'd enjoy that too, yes?
Charisma and persuasion.
Okay. Sorry, I had to find that on my page real quick. It's not bad for one of my characters.
Oh!
Man, not having dominate really screwed this up, didn't it? Well, it's either you let him do it the easy way, or, and I will put my briefcase, is there like he's in like a medical chair. Is there like a little, rolling cart nearby?
Yeah.
I'm going to slap my briefcase on there that I carry around. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to just begin, pulling out different,
Surgical instruments.
surgical blades. Yes, thank you. I was trying to think of the actual word for it, and I blanked. And I'm just going to begin, like, inspecting them, checking the sharpness. Or we could do this the hard way.
Manipulation and intimidation.
Oh, that's even worse. Why do I do this to myself? Yeah, no, that's... There we go.
Like success at cost.
Yes, please. Oh.
The man just gives you this look of, what the fuck? And then gestures at himself and the door, implying that, let him be free, and he'll agree. Seeing no other choice, you agree to this.
Good. So when he comes in and asks, you just nod your pretty little head, okay? And I will walk out. I will walk back out into the hallway. Elias, good news. I've actually procured you some tasty snack.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, he's ecstatically agreed to let you imbibe from him.
Oh, you mean oh, okay.
Right this way. I still have him. I don't want him pulling any funny business on us, But he's agreed. I know that that's important to you.
I would walk back in and say, excuse me, but is it true that you agreed to allow me to feed from you?
Rosa. By the way, Solomon,
Well,
you will take 1 humanity stain for manipulating Elias into feeding.
Only one easy. Okay.
Fair's fair, though, because Elias did some deception the previous night.
True, but Elias also didn't accept success at cost.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But a very valid point.
I'll go ahead and try to. I'll go ahead and do my blush for the night. 5. I'll just do that. Okay.
Nice.
Then I will go ahead and feed, and I'll take a point of blood.
Do your feeding roll for me, please.
Shiv, can I know he said take 1 drop of blood. Is there anything I can do, like, I don't know, I don't have any power to do anything like this, but is there anything I could do to encourage him to drink more?
Yeah. Just be like,
What
go on,
did-
Elias, drink more. Charisma and persuasion.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if it was going to be that easy or not. I mean, you're so down
I need
on
to do a
food.
rouse check for waking up. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you do.
Oh yeah, good point.
And your composure and resolve
Come on.
willpower.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, Elias, you're so famished. Drink up.
Charisma and persuasion versus Elias's composure.
Composure,
and resolve.
resolve. Composure and resolve, or resolve and something else.
Composure and resolve.
Okay. He's gonna have so much dice in that, though. God. Okay, not as many dice as I thought, but still, Jesus Christ.
Well,
I think I might have gotten what I wanted, just not how I wanted it.
Well, I could re-roll those 3 zeros.
Oh my god, you got 3, Jesus.
You got 4.
I got 4. I got a double crit, and one, and
No re-rolling.
I'm just leaving.
Take it.
It's like storytelling for Laurel and Hardy. Okay. Solomon. It's your attempts to persuade Elias leave your voice. His words are your words echoing into his ears. The beast screams up inside of you. You have become obsessed or possessing something in this scene, desiring to add it to your proverbial hoard. This can be anything from an object to a piece of property to an actual person. Any action not taken towards this purpose incurs a 2 dice penalty. The compulsion persists until ownership is established, or the object of desire becomes unattainable. You are suffering from the Zamitsi clan compulsion, covetousness. Elias, you know exactly what's going to happen, don't you?
I have my suspicions.
You sink your 4 fangs into the restrained man's flesh, piercing the flesh and supping of his vitae like it was a cold milkshake from your favorite fast food place. And as you hear Solomon's words, trying to persuade you to leave the path, you become distracted as the beast rears up, telling you to give in to your desires, to drain this man. You have an internal argument with yourself about this. Should you, shouldn't you? The beast is always present, always gnawing at you, and it becomes louder and louder. You haven't eaten for so long. Before you know it, as you are distracted, you drain this man of every bit of blood in his body, leaving a desiccated, dried-out husk of a corpse in place. You may slake your hunger to 5, but you will take 3 humanity stains.
Sorry, not sorry. And Solomon is just watching this with gleeful intent.
I lost to humanity and reset.
Oh no.
I have no stain, but I'm down.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Solomon.
I'm sorry.
How does this make you feel, having drained this human without really intending to, simply because Solomon is whispering like a demon in your ears to give in to your baser desires, and the beast that is always present allowed this to happen?
I think I would have some bloody tears. I would be pretty upset with it. I'd be angry at myself and a little angry with Solomon. Solomon, why would you goad me on like that? This is so unneeded. I only needed a little bit of blood, not much at all. And, well, at least he wasn't pine, and this wasn't supposed to happen at all. I suppose the one point of solace was he was willing. Perhaps he just wanted he sought the silence of a eternal torpor. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he was a dead man anyway. Literally and metaphorically. But you're just so important to us, Elias. You can do things that others can't. We need to keep you fed. Like he'll kind of back off if Elias pushes him back. But Solomon's getting like real like huggy with Elias, like putting a big arm around him. Kind of like very buddy, like, come on, let's go back home. And let everyone know that you're right as rain now.
Elias would put an arm around him and hug him as well. But he would not be with his other hand wiping another bloody tear away. I don't know if I'm quite that well, but at least I'm not hungry. But this is just so awful. I'm going to have to do community service or something to make up for this awfulness.
And before we just walk out, the guy asked us to actually dispose of the body as well, right? Okay, cool. Can I... The one arm that... We walked here, right? I assume? I would like to... If I may, Solomon's not the strongest person, kindred in the world, but I want to throw him over my shoulder like a drunk friend, to walk out with him, but the other free arm is around Elias.
Yeah, that'd be fine. The corpse has lost a lot of weight because most of the weight in a corpse is moisture, and Elias has drained him, so yeah.
Just making my job easier, Elias. See how helpful you are.
I suppose.
Oh, cheer up. Think of all the excitement everyone's going to hear now that you're nice and full. And every time he says stuff like this, he just like squeezes Elias's shoulders tighter and tighter.
Must we tell everyone? I don't want them knowing of this shame.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want it to be our dirty little secret, that can be fine too.
I mean, I don't know if it's important enough to be a secret, but we don't have to go around advertising it. Oh, Elias. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Solomon.
Oh, I mean, whatever you want. It's anything for my good friend Elias. Just squeezing him a little bit tighter.
Elias would give Solomon a hug. Thank you for being supportive. Although I wish you wouldn't have goaded me in the first place.
As you walk out into the lobby, the man in the clinic has a broad smile on his face as you return. I watched the whole thing on camera. It was interesting to see you work. And as promised, here is a bag of decent stock. Anytime you need more, you just come back and he'll slam a much more pristine-looking blood bag on the counter.
Thank you for your services. And
Elias. Go ahead.
Good.
Oh, Elias would take the blood bag and say, thank you, Vandal.
Oh, I get it now. Okay. I was like, how do you know? Okay. Yeah, I will briefly take my arm off of Elias to put the blood bag in my jacket where I normally keep them. But then I once again arm around Elias, walking 2 and 2, back up the dingy metal staircase that we walked in on.
How would you like to dispose of the body as you are back out in the alleyway?
Oh, I'm taking it back home. That's why I want it to look like I'm taking care of a drunk friend.
Yeah. Elias and Solomon returned to the Haven, finding the rest of the coterie sat at the table in the downstairs living room, alongside Kenun, who is sat upon the ceiling, upside down, meditating. Now the two have returned, the coterie are able to discuss their plans on how to infiltrate the TID building, and discuss anything else they so wish.
You guys walk in when Marcelina is looking up at Kenun, who's hanging upside down from the ceiling. Just
Violet
like,
is 100% doing it as well. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I break your guys' concentration when I walk in through the front door and just flop this dead body onto the ground.
at that, Marcelina immediately jumps up and, like, almost like a, excited little kid is like, well, what happened here? How did who did this?
Well, we went out feeding and we were successful-ish.
Oh. Both of you?
Well, I mean, I got mine. I'll, pull a corner of the blood bag out of his jacket to show you that he has it. But for the most part, yes, I don't want to speak for anybody else, though. I mean, Elias is a good friend of mine, and I don't want to say anything he wouldn't want me to. I'm saying too much, aren't I, Elias? I'm so sorry. I'm
responding, like nodding. Like, yes.
Is there obvious red tear streaks on his face from sobbing into his own hands?
I would say so.
Yeah, it looks like he had a blast.
Yeah, just overly chipper Solomon with an arm around a crying Elias. Like, yes, it went well.
Oh my god.
Well, at least you're full, darling. What are we going to do with this one? And she's like lifting up an arm.
I'm not sure. He was one of our kind. He didn't pay his tab. So until it rots away, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with it. I just thought it might be useful.
So Marcelina,
did you holiday at Barney's this man all the way here?
Sorry, I just really appreciated that non-legally discreet movie title. Yes, it was quite light. I figured it'd be easier to take it home and figure out what to do with it then.
Marcelina fully picks up this body and starts doing a waltz with it around the kitchen.
Nice. Yeah. Maybe you're not haunted at all, sure.
Do we have a place, perhaps, so we can put it? I mean, we can't just leave it in the kitchen. And she, makes it,
We got 3 empty closets.
Oh, well, we can't have it in a closet. That's foul. It'll start to stink. We don't have a freezer around here? Kenun, can I ask you a question?
He just looks down, I guess, from the ceiling.
Is there perhaps a very large freezer or somewhere we can place this? It's holding body at you. Unless you want to eat it, although I don't think it'll be very nutritious. It looks a bit dry.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's absolutely no nutritional value left in that husk.
Nope.
Wits and awareness for me, though, please. Kenun.
Oh, side
Okey-doke.
question. Side question while it's happening. Has Kenun, asking the storyteller, have I witnessed Kenun going into the bathroom at all?
No, Kenun is like Shinobi and will not allow anyone to spy on them.
Okay.
Kenun! You look upon this body, and you realize that this creature is not Kinjin at all, but was in fact one of your own kind. However, you do not recognize who it is, so it would be fair to say that he was a Kuma rather than actual Gaki.
Kenun?
Kenun is
Sorry, my dog just tried to eat a rock. I was distracted.
Oh, you're good. What should
Okay,
I do?
here I
with
am.
this
I'm
body?
here.
Yes, what should I do with this body? I'd like to put it in a freezer so at least it won't rot in the house.
Storyteller. Freezers.
Yeah. It's a freezer. Small little freezer that, you'd have to probably cut the body up, to be honest with you, to get it in. Like meals over time.
Can
Do you
you
need-
tell me this?
Yes.
Yeah,
do you
Kenun
need-
relays that there is the freezer, but the body will not fit in whole.
She launches it over her shoulder, like holding it, and is like, Solomon, I'm gonna have to borrow a knife. And we'll begin trudging towards.
Oh no, by all means, you can borrow me as well. I'm more than happy to help portion this up for you.
Wonderful. And
This is
yeah.
where Kenun descends from the ceiling to assist.
So Marcelina will go with Solomon and followed by Kenun to cut up this body. She's experienced with this. This will be fun.
Yeah, no problem. Is there anything you'd like to talk about as you are dissecting this dead Akuma?
Right, so it's not one of us, right? She's sawing a fucking arm at the joint right now. So he's not one of us, right? Not something we have to worry about blowback coming later.
I like that's sawing now, yeah. It's that easy just to saw through fucking bone. Whatever, yeah. Fuck that.
She's experienced with this kind of
Oh,
thing.
Marcelina,
Yes.
you don't waste your strength, and I will get out one of those, like, electric bone saws that doctors use in some surgeries. And we can use that instead.
She looks like a child in a fucking candy shop. She's like,
Yeah, Kenun's just got a random knife, but is working with the same sort of general familiarity.
Yeah. She's hyped. She's like, yes.
I feel like this is a scene from the Ricky Horror movie show.
Rocky Horror? Oh, right, duh. I'm fucking. Anyway.
And think, because of Anais' generous help, no mess, no having to clean up.
Wow, that's great. Well.
Oh.
Who did y'all get this from?
There was some inconspicuous blood bank down the street.
Did y'all make sure that you're not going to get in trouble for any of that business?
Oh, no, he knew. So I assume he knew already. I assume he's cool.
Ah, okay. Well then, nothing to worry about.
Chop, chop, chop.
I'm so sorry. I know we're supposed to be having serious planning time right now, but got a little excited. So sorry.
The worst bit is this is
Bonding
exactly
moment.
how I think you would actually cut up a body in real fucking life. You're just going to sit there and just be like, It's
my
not
God.
like a
Okay.
chicken, is it? You've really got to put some elbow grease into this.
I mean, if you go at the joints properly, you know how things fit together.
That's why I said at the joint. That's why I said where the pop it out. Just
Put a foot on it. Oh yeah, this isn't like the chicken. Ah.
I feel like kindred strength helps. You know. Which
Where
has
Yeah.
the wrong body. Go ahead. Sorry.
Is there any concern about this guy being identified in the future if they find him after we leave? Or
Oh, I don't think we're planning on keeping him here forever. Just long enough for us to find a good resting spot, right?
oh,
Is that the
right.
case?
So we're burning backpacks then?
Right. I mean, unless Solomon, you can do some of your stuff. Waving an arm. You can do some of your stuff with it.
Can I do that on dead things? I can't remember. I don't think I can do that on dead
I
things.
think you can. Actually.
Didn't you do that with 11 arms and a torso earlier?
You
Like,
must be able
However,
to do it
there
on
were-
dead things because you can do it on yourself and other kindred.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm just gonna like, I'm like a clay pot on one of those little spinny things. I'm just gonna remold this guy's face to be
And is Slip going to sort of
unrecognizable.
creep behind you with you
I'm so glad I'm not
unawares?
the only one. Yes, please.
nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Do you want me to rouse for that, Shiv?
Yeah, please, just do the rouse check. Everything else will be free.
Oh, that's way better than what I do.
See, recycling. It's better for the earth, better for us. Works out nicely.
Yeah, wow. That's way easier than the shit I've had to do to clean up after people. Wow.
Have you had to do that often?
Yeah, occasionally. It's one of the things I help with. Yep. Usually I just, chop off the fingertips, pull the teeth.
Unidentified.
Little yogurt at both ends, leave it in the woods. It'll sort itself out. Yeah, the probiotic really speeds up the decomp. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, though.
That's fine. I just, that takes a long time.
Yeah. Yes. This.
Hanun just quietly but expertly helping to dismember this corpse.
Look, everyone, I
Wow.
made his nose into a handle.
Are you making a teapot? What's happening here?
Well, I mean, there's still a brain inside, so not.
Are you doing?
He's making art.
We have ghosts problems as it is. Please stop desecrating the dead.
We don't have ghost
You have-
problems.
You
This
have
place
ghost
isn't haunted.
problems.
We don't have ghost problems. This place isn't haunted. I'd be able to tell.
I'm sorry, Marcelina, but when Slip says that there's something, it usually means that there's something. What does he mean by ghost? I'm going to take that as she's caused ghosts to happen. What did she do?
Not like on purpose, but my laptop is hella haunted, my boy. I let her use my phone, and then the fucking.
No, wait. You let me use your phone, but I didn't touch your laptop, so it's not me.
Is this that Wi-Fi thing that you've been talking about?
Yeah, maybe.
Is this...
Conducts ghosts now from my phone to my laptop. Great.
When we had that conversation about how bad it was, you should have just learned from there.
I will say, I was told that the more any supernatural being on this island in particular uses technology, whether it be phone, computers, whatever it is, I guess a spirit of some kind that resides here on the island will start to haunt you and then eventually find you. And it's not too clear on what happens after they find you, but I guess the idea is they kill you.
I am
Well, at least
so
I know
glad
I'm safe.
that I did A lot of research on the titty building on my computer. Perfect. Hours and hours. Nice.
So the TID building, actually, as we're talking, I feel like we're having a really great like coterie bonding moment. This is something that I will have to analyze later. But business first. So this tower, this TID tower, do we have any? What did you find in your research, Slick?
Oh, I'll sit down on the couch and open the laptop.
You'll all be present, by the way, for this. Just so you're all clear, you're all present for this.
I found a lot, and yet somehow less than you might think in terms of answers. So, firstly, the building is leased out to various companies as office space, so only the top 5 floors or so are actually TID. So, it's not a building full of them, just a couple floors. Security is extremely tight, so we won't be able to just walk in, as the TID makes heavy use of technology that we should be on a constant lookout for, including but not limited to the Mark III X-scopes that me and Violent looked at and just went, "Buh." Meaning
It was more technical than that.
Yes.
Was,
yeah, like that a little bit.
So technical.
Point is, if we get too close to the building, they'll be able to figure out what we are before we figure out where they're coming from, and then we're just dead. Additionally...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No.
Well, I'm just thinking if there's probably other exits and such in which we can get in there, maybe through sewer? No, that doesn't make sense for Japan. But perhaps I don't know, like a basement level or something like that maybe we could slip into. Do you know what I mean? Because you said it's the sort of ground floors and up are regular businesses that have been leasing the place, and then those top 5 levels are technically the TID.
Right. Shiv, it seems like the whole building security system is X-scoped, or is it just going to be like those top 5 floors?
The entrance, top 5 floors. Well,
the entrance,
most likely
top 5
the
floors.
top 5 floors.
So if we can avoid the entrance, yes. Which brings me to some other points. So there are small air vents that maybe like rats or something small like that could get through. Possibly Daisy could do the thing. I don't know. Power to the building is supplied by the West Coast power grid specifically. So could cause a little blip in that maybe for like 20 or so seconds. It happens, tragic, that bad weather, we just happen to walk in. Maybe. That said, additionally, the entrance lobby is staffed by very firm believers in the Shinto faith. So the possibility of us walking nose first into some true faith is a non-zero chance. I don't know if that is intentional or not, but it did come up kind of in my general search topics.
Seems like a non-technological defense mechanism.
Yeah. The details of the floors themselves were a little hinky and difficult to get a hold of, but it's very likely that they're not entirely manned by TID or the second act. It's mostly civilian workers, lots of civilian workers, custodians, janitors, guy changes the light bulb, office staff, depends on the company. However, the exterior of the building is impossible to see into with technology. There's some sort of special, very specific reinforced glass that they're using, and drones and tech can't see inside. I don't know how they manage that shit, but the drones I just bought, not gonna help.
Okay, all right. Well, we know you could get access to that power grid, yes?
Maybe, potentially, briefly.
Try. Perhaps that'll be helpful. In at the very least, making sure we're not seen. I've been given very specific instructions to make sure there's no evidence of our presence after.
Fuck me. All right. So 2 more things. The TID uses a small company to make their pass cards for the building called Oname. So I've got the address to that building. If you're interested in maybe getting some titty badges,
I'd be interested in some titty badges.
And then the last bit, I could probably get us the names and addresses of some key civilian workers, not agents, that could be of benefit to the operation, but they are key civilian workers. So if I were to do that, it would sort of tip my hand a bit and probably flag the inquiries with the TID, meaning they might expect something. So I will only do that if everyone agrees.
We do have a handy-dandy Elias that can maybe help us sort of influence our way in so that we don't necessarily have to take that last option.
Yes, of course I can help as much as I can. I do have one question, Slip. You mentioned the Shinto belief. Do they strive towards enlightenment?
The Shinto believe that everything has a spirit, from great mountains to tiny pebbles, from the babbling brooks to the sea itself. Some spirits so powerful they are worthy of worship, and in fact, there are benefits to be gained from this. I don't know how enlightened that is, or anything beyond like that kind of.
Perhaps if we come across someone who is devout to the Shinto belief, I can ask them some questions regarding Shintoism. It may be rather enlightening.
It's just a cracking noise as Kenoon, still messing with the corpse, just tears out a rib. Just kind of messing with it.
Marcina is like barely concealing a smile as she has those garden clippers and clipping the knuckles of the person's hand.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Or you ask them about Shinto and they show you their holy symbol and then you run screaming from the building. Oops.
You gotta be careful about them true faiths. They can actually hurt.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I mean, it would still apply as true faith, right? Even though it's not sort of the traditional ideals of that, at least of what we're accustomed to in the West. So, and that's on the
I made in our Victorian Age campaign someone have true faith because they believed in communism. So yeah.
Word.
Yeah. That is the entrance lobby.
I heard of a Nosferatu. Bumbling idiots compared to you two. You two are great. But there was a Nosferatu that I heard was back in London in the Victorian times, and he got a crucifix thrown at his head, and it caused damage because it was the person believed so much that he was some vile creature, which he was. But true faith is not something to be taken lightly, is my point.
Yes. I don't know if that's someone you'd like to actually be talking to, Elias. I don't know exactly how true faith works, but I don't know that any kind of I don't think that you can really mess with their minds as much as you could maybe someone who didn't have such beliefs.
Of course, but if they're willing to discuss their beliefs with me, I would just ask them. I truly would be curious.
At some point, Elias, we must have a conversation.
Oh yes, I certainly hope so. It would be most enlightening. Yeah.
Question, Elias.
Indeed.
What do you think is more important, a greater desire or one's lesser desires?
Why not take a stance of austerity and just meet your basic needs and try to seek a spiritual elevation above the desires?
Because it's boring shit. And it's sawing away at an angle.
So then, I would say your basic needs might not incorporate talking to true believers, and then, because if you do talk to them, there's a good chance they say something and your face melts, or you run screaming, and then they're going to be like, hey, that guy, and then those 4 that were with him, what could they be, right?
And that's if we're lucky.
Well,
Yes.
I'm not saying I'll go out of my way to talk to one if one crosses our path.
Crosses our path, they'll be right in the entryway as soon as we walk in. I mean, that's if we walk in through the entryway. I still am voting for perhaps a basement floor or something to which we could get into. There's not a back door to this tower. And nobody got back doors out here. How strange.
Don't even have gardens.
I could try asking some of the local wildlife if there are sub-floors and subterranean access, but I don't know how likely that is, given Japan's penchant for shaking itself to fucking back with earthquakes. So subterranean builds are... I mean, you saw my haven. It's constantly going deeper and repairing and just leaving how dangerous it is to defend itself.
Well, what if do we have fire escapes perhaps on this building? We may be able to just sort of bypass. I don't know. There is
You
so much about
your
it that
workstation like a proper Japanese worker.
I see. All right. Well,
burned to death, working to the very last second.
Yeah.
And then you say thank you to the boss for the privilege of doing so, while he's down at the bottom, waving to you, going, "Good job."
That is utterly
I'll
depressing.
replace you in seconds without a second thought.
It's shockingly very Ivory Tower.
Well, conversation for another day. Right. So there's literally just a front fucking door, an entry lobby full of true faith, and somehow we're supposed to get up to that 5th floor, or to those 5 top floors.
It really sounds like these people don't want our kind in their place.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yet somehow a Sabbat, possibly several Sabbats, infiltrated. I mean, that's what we're going there for. You're muted, Elias.
Yeah, Slip grabs his forehead and is like, yes, that is correct. I don't know how they did it. That shit still is mind-blowing to me.
Somehow they've managed to get in there and take over the place.
Well, that's the thing, right? It might be something they've been working on for decades. Years. Well, I don't think we'll overnight anything nearly... they've had time.
Is there maybe some evidence of I don't know, things that at least we would be familiar when it comes to the Sabbat in that area, like surrounding the tower itself? So that maybe we can get a beat on how they fucking went in there? I'm asking Slip, because he's the one who did all that research, but...
Does Slip have any past knowledge of what is being asked? From a Nosferatu information network stance?
You asked Slip, Slip asked Storyteller.
Yeah, correct. That is what happened.
Who do you think he got his research from off in the first place? I don't understand the question, to be quite... Can you rephrase the question to be simpler, please?
Oh, gosh. All right.
How vampires do vampire.
Okay, well, just based on what we know of the Sabbat, how the Sabbat move, is there any evidence of that?
You're kindred from the UK, right? Oh, no, you're from the South, so yeah, okay.
Good old South.
Really? I mean, Sabbat view the Kain as literally walking food at best, easily manipulated. They've got no qualms about exposing their true nature or using their powers as constantly and as often as they can. So this is most likely the way that Slip said that they've been working on this for years, and they were just able to position themselves here, and it more than likely, given what you know about the layout of the top floor, that nothing can look in, and that it's got truth faith in the entranceway, they probably don't leave the building because they don't need to.
Yeah.
Is what Slip says.
I mean, I didn't have to leave my haven for a long time, and I did not. So I get it.
And the one time you do, it blows up. I don't blame you.
Yeah. Yep.
Then he gets kidnapped.
It's alright, you have another one.
I did. I was working on my location B. It was gonna be cool.
Right. Well, any suggestions then, folks?
I have.
Are there any
Please.
Ventru connected with the businesses at all? Did that pop up in your research?
No, I didn't know. I think the Ventru are smart enough to know not to be, second-hand business partners with any government agents.
To keep track of them, maybe.
Well,
How thick are the walls, I wonder?
I could look into it. For sure.
How thick are the walls?
Thick are the walls? Not the bus again.
What do you mean, Canoe?
I mean, how thick are the walls?
What?
Could be earthquake rated.
Yeah, earthquake rated.
I simply wonder because there are some that I may pass through.
In like a.
Oh.
In like the amazing bulk smash kind of way, or.
No, if
Johnny
the walls are
Ghostman.
thin enough, they may as well not exist.
Johnny Ghostman. Okay. Crazy? I don't know. What is the thickness that you prefer?
Oh, less than a foot, I should say.
Oh, really? Okay.
But what about a window? Perhaps you can't get through a wall, but you can get through the thickness of a window, right?
Perhaps.
It might be a little bit thinner than the walls. I'd imagine these places have. Do we have like a picture of the tower itself where we can see what the windows look like? Stop laughing, Violet. Stop.
I know, Violet's.
I laughed so hard my fangs popped out.
We can talk about preferable thickness later. We are talking about how we're going to get through this building. Yes, perhaps as maybe looking at a picture of this tower, perhaps a window would be better to get through than the wall.
Maybe. Do I have a photograph of the building? Would it be difficult to procure one? Shiv, are you okay?
What is this? We're trying to plan.
Just wanted to know how thick he liked.
The line got me. And then Scarlet lost it, and that got me also. And I was like, oh, God. I can't do this.
We are trying to plan a super serious mission right now, and you two are being impossible.
What thickness do you prefer? Come on! How are we supposed to sit here with a straight face for that?
I tried to gloss over. I tried my best.
It was a legitimate question about a pad of power.
Mm-hmm.
Not too thick, maybe a foot.
I mean,
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Everyone's got girth preferences.
I was gonna say, you can't just come in out of context like that, Muscadian. I get where you were going, but that was...
It would be easy
That's
enough
what was
to
said.
find.
I was repeating it.
It would be easy enough to find a picture of the building.
Yeah, so perhaps a window would be best. Then you don't have to worry about thickness of the walls. She says walls with very specific emphasis, looking at Violet giggling in the corner.
Oh, Violet's not giggling. This is Scarlet.
Oh, okay. I had to make sure. No, Violet is the picture of professionalism.
At all times.
Yeah. Right. But then you'd be going in alone. Not that I think you couldn't handle it. Canoon, it's just there's a lot of people and quite a few of them
A
have
lot of
true
thickness
faith.
for one person to handle.
You're not even here, Shiv.
Yeah, shut up, God.
You're not even invited.
I think I'm hearing Violet's guy too.
Oh, shit.
Well,
set up a
casually handing Marcelina a fistful of that random guy's teeth, Canoon says, "Never fear, you took the words right out of my mouth."
Ah, delightful. And she's going to take the teeth and put them in a bag, a little baggie. Right. So there's that entrance, but then well, I mean, unless you got some super awesome brain powers to take down some true faith, once you're in there, you're by yourself. I mean, unless the two knots go in with you invisible, but they can't walk through windows or walls, so.
Yeah, let me stop you right there. I don't want to go inside.
So then what will you be doing?
Field kit somewhere nearby. You've got the plugins I gave you. I can help from not inside. I still feel fear. I'm that young, okay? So I don't want any part of this. I'm happy to do all this research and kit you guys out and help from, like, a dumpster, but I'm very helpful in other ways. I'm just a coward.
I mean, I can help you with your fear. See, my family has a really great way of getting that out of you, so if you want, I can help you with that.
Ooh, sign up for torture. How do I sign up twice?
The smile that Marcelina has is awful, but she's like, all you have to do is say yes.
No.
Marcelina, so I believe that was a rhetorical question.
Oh, well. That's
Dare
just
I
too bad.
say, fear has its uses.
Well, we could have had fun, but I guess you want to be a fun sucker and all that. That's fine. Anyway, back to business. So,
a fun sucker.
Yes. So you're going to be the eye in the sky for us, then. I guess is what you're saying. The man in the chair.
Yeah, I got 2 drones and a dumpster and a heart of gold. I'm ready.
Right. Okay, then. So once I hope our ST gets it together at some point because he's looking like he's struggling.
I could go in, but the likelihood of me freezing up or fucking it up is so likely.
Is it?
And yes.
I could be your bodyguard, Slip.
Great. So, hey, how much of that damage did you mend, buddy?
Just a
like
ask Marcelina. I was a good kindred shield when was it Violet or Marcelina? It was Violet.
It was Violet.
Sorry about that. Just ask Violet. I think I made a rather good shield for her.
It's not like a bodyguard situation. It's not. Combat's not an option for this. If combat starts, we are all dead. No questions asked. Doesn't matter what kind of line we stand in. Right?
Yes,
if it gets to that point, we are all dead. So it's not a bodyguard thing so much, Elias. It's just that I am a Nosferatu. I do not blend in well. I am probably one of the physically worst people you could send into that goddamn building.
I mean, you can't do Like how Violet does, where you go invisible?
Yeah, that I cannot touch any doors ever, no matter what happens.
Oh. Oh, is that a thing? Okay, well.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you'd like, I could just follow you around and open the doors for you.
How would you know where I was?
Right.
I have my way.
He would simply open every door and hope it was the one you wanted.
Oh, or he do some fancy stuff that he does. Although I think it makes his bleed.
I think that it's great that you guys can deal with this kind of adversity so bravely. But I am a coward in a very real way, and I'm so scared that I'll get you guys killed just by being there that I don't want to be there.
Well.
Oh, and Slip, you would notice Elias looks pretty fine.
He looks pretty what? Like physically?
He looks physically fine.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Elias be looking fine.
Looking fine.
Slip, to answer your earlier questions,
you wear them
I
well.
still have the brand, but other than that, I'm quite well off, thank you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. But if you guys really want me to go in, like, I'll do it. But if I can avoid it, that's my plan.
Slip, if you're worried, then we'll find more electronic ways to get in.
I mean, I don't. You definitely can't go in either.
I think Violet.
No, what? No, what? She looks like a goblin. What?
Slip.
What? I look like a fucking scarecrow. If they see either of us, it's over.
Then don't be seen.
It's not that simple.
Hands a thigh to Canoon in shock, just like.
I'm serious. Our curse is serious, and these guys are going to be looking for this shit. It's not funny. It's not a joke.
Elias would pull out a spare bandana from his like sweater pocket that I'm not wearing at the moment, but he always has one, and would offer Slip. Here you go. Here's a spare bandana. You can put this around your face.
I don't think it's that simple.
Elias would pull out a second spare bandana and hand it to Slip.
How many do you have?
Oh, around 20.
My God.
Like clown hankies.
Jesus.
We won't go in looking like terribly awful looking monsters. We'll just go in looking like bandits. It'll go.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, no one shall question that.
Yeah, I like that.
Not in the least.
Card game as well. We'll go and look like Bandit Jeffrey, and that'll be fine.
Violet's gonna get right in front of Slip.
Hi.
Does it bother you?
What?
Your looks. Does it bother you?
Only when it's very likely to get us killed by the second act. Which it is, let's be honest.
I understand. You and I, if you are worried, will find more electronic ways. I won't let them hurt you.
You won't have an option if it goes south. They will kill you first. I will watch them do it. Then they will kill me.
I'll kill them while I protect you so you can run.
Can I do an insight check on Slip? Because it feels to me as if he's speaking from a place of, like, personal experience in how he, like, said that to her. And so, like, I just want to know, like...
I mean, is there a story there to be told in the first place, Slip? Or is this just social anxiety?
Or that, yeah.
There's a story.
Okay. Insight and wits, Marcelina. Slip. Composure. I think composure and insight. No, let's go with composure and resolve. Whichever you prefer, insight or resolve. Fuck it, I'm feeling generous. After the thickness and the fun sucks.
Okay, but wait. Okay, but hold on. But can I do... Okay, this is weird. But I'm trying to help my dice out here. You know what? I'm going to blood surge is what I'm going to do. I'm going to blood surge. Instead of making the weird request. Okay?
Slip roll for social anxiety?
But out of interest, what was the weird request? Now you've tantalized my curiosity.
Okay, well, so the weird request was that, like, instead of insight, make it awareness, or still do insight and whatever the other role was, but then use my speciality in awareness as, like, a +1. So I didn't know which one.
Done that, yeah.
But it's already too late. I've rolled the blood surge. So what? So what was it? Insight and
wits and insight, please.
Wits and insight. All right, it's not going to be great, you guys. He's probably going to beat me out on this, but.
Although I like the way of asking for an insight check and then not using insight.
Yeah. Well, because I asked for it and then I looked at my sheet and I was like, ooh, that was not the call.
I've done that. Yeah, many times.
Not that I've succeeded at all. Do I willpower this?
You can't?
No.
You can't.
Dice.
I can't do it. Right. Well. That's that.
Marcelina.
Yes.
Casts a gaze over Slip, attempting to see exactly what he is trying to hide. For a brief moment, the beast rears up, attempting to take her over, screaming at her to just own, dominate, and force it out of Slip. She realizes that now is most certainly not the best time, and she is able to suppress the beast inside of her. But it costs you 2 superficial willpower.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, there it is.
He won't help you.
No. Well, Marcelina's just going to stay quiet for now. Try to ruminate on that for a little bit.
If it were any other group except the guys that kill us for a living, Violet, those words would be all I need.
I understand.
She gives a look as if to say, you can talk to me about it later.
Right. So, do we have, blueprints of this building? Slip?
Do I?
You searched for
They
them,
weren't.
but you were unable to get them as they were behind heavily encrypted and government-protected walls, and you thought, even if you did break them, it's only going to draw attention to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. I could have tried to. They're very encrypted. They're behind a lot of red tape, digitally speaking, and it's kind of the same situation where I could get you the names and addresses of those key utility workers, but that tips the hand, and then they know someone's up to something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Right. Well, it seems that at least one solid option that we have here is to go get those name cards then.
Yes, I think that is job one.
Okay. Well, since we've still got plenty of night left, and I think me and Canoon have dealt with his body proper, we should stick it in the freezer and then head out. Sound good? I mean, unless you want me to leave it. I don't think we should leave them here, Solomon, as they'll start to decay and shit, but you want to keep these, right? You don't want us to end up throwing these out anywhere.
No, I wasn't sure what we could use them for.
Oh, all right. Well, if you're not interested, then...
Snacks, biomass, it makes no difference to me.
Do you eat corpses?
Me? No. I mean, I could use the corpses for something, but I know
yes.
he eats, and I point at Ken.
Oh, that's right. But well, can you get anything out of these? And she, holds up a baggie that has a foot in it.
He looks vaguely disgusted for, the first time you've seen him. No.
Oh, so it has to still be alive. Got it. Much better. Okay, so freezer it is.
See, we're learning. I like learning things.
Oh, nice. Kind of like... No, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
I mean, you have to now.
No. I like Ken. We're friends. I'm not going to say it.
Are we friends?
Yeah, and Eyes and I are good friends, and I put my arm back around him.
I was just going to say Kenun is a cannibal with standards, morals, ethics, like the Banu Hakim, but,
Oh. Well.
He gets it. Elias gets it. Hey, this guy, right?
Immediately she starts putting the limbs in the freezer.
Slip.
Finger food.
It's funny because you said the Banu Hakim are ethical and have standard.
It's funnier now that you explained it.
Yeah.
If there are any Banu Hakim listening, I am so sorry.
They can't hear you over all the people they're diablerizing.
Actually, Elias probably wouldn't have an...
Yeah. Okay.
Elias probably wouldn't have an issue with the Banu Hakim. It's the Tremere.
Yeah.
So he'd probably like...
But don't say that too loud. We got 2 fans of the Tremere in here. Puts away a hand. I'm kidding. It goes to get her weapons before they head out.
And at this juncture, we'll take a much-needed, thick break. We'll be right back.
Girl, thick, bro.
Kofi each getting inside, leaving Kenun and Marcelina standing by the driver's side of the car, both expecting to drive themselves there. The 2 undead stand outside the car as a small stare-down begins, with the rest of the coterie looking on, sans Elias, at the 2 to see exactly what happens.
I'm gonna drive.
Do you know the way?
You can always tell me the way.
Or I could simply drive.
Slip gets in the car.
Yeah, alright. You can drive. And she'll hop into the passenger seat.
And so,
Violet
Kevin gets in the driver's seat.
disappointed.
She looks at her very special gun that Slip made her, and then she puts it away.
Kidon gets in the driver's seat, starts the car's engine, and begins a journey around the busy city of Edogawa. Bright neon street lights line the entire road, blotting out the night stars and mimicking the sun's own luminosity. As the car travels through the busy city night, bright lights passing you by, is there anything you would like to talk about en route?
So, real quick, I'm starving.
Okay, what is your feeding preferences?
Everyone in this car. I haven't tried it out with Taki yet, so I don't know if it works the same, but essentially everyone in the car, minus Canoe.
I am willing to assist.
Really? Her, fangs immediately extend out, like she's about to give the chomp.
Yeah, whoa, chill.
Sorry, I'm just hungry.
Yeah, I know what that's like. But yeah, your Hakata.
Yes.
So we're gonna need like a big gulp, because I'm not letting you put those chompers on me.
I don't blame you. I know it's rough. Right. So perhaps, Canoe, we could stop at a convenience store in which I could get a cup.
That can be arranged.
I prefer to be, full before we enter whatever we're finna enter into.
Problem. Be able to find 7-Eleven or something similar, I can't remember the name of, with ease, and go in and buy a large cup of melon soda, spill it out into the gutter on the way back to the car, and get back inside.
Hand him the cup. I'm holding the large bendy straw. Already bent and ready.
Gruesome. Alright, so I'm not super hungry right now, and I don't think I'll be going into the building we're going to because, you gotta get your picture taken for the name badge. So, not really me kind of thing. So I can give you a little bit right now, and then if I get, after I've fed, I can feed you some more, but I can take the edge off if you're into that.
Yes, please.
Yep. Is it full soda?
No.
No, I empty that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
to Solomon's disappointment.
No, that'll mess up the taste. You didn't say you wanted anything when I went in, Solomon. I would have gotten you something.
We can turn around.
We don't have the time for that. I need to eat, sir. Please.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll just...
Marceline is staring at him, unblinking.
I'll try to put I don't know. I was going to try to put just one hunger in the cup.
Rouse check for me, please.
Yeah.
Her mouth is hanging open a little bit. There's kind of it's beginning to water,
Oh, we're not finished yet. Gain a hunger. As the blood spills into the cup, with Marcelina staring intently at it. Marcelina, frenzy check for me, please, at difficulty 3.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Am I there?
You are there.
Yep.
Oh. Would that mean she's affected by my stuff?
No, not right now. She's staring intently at this. But stop trying to get deabblerized.
Yeah, but what's this looking Elias's eye? Oh, maybe.
Do I look yummy? Oh!
The sweet release of Final Death? How do I
Someone's doing a hunger check. It must be me.
That's not going to happen. All these people around us will save Elias.
Will they?
I mean, I would have had that enlightenment talk first, but...
So...
We you like to ride the wave, or are you going to give in? Riding the wave does cost superficial willpower.
I cannot afford that. I'm gonna have to just give in. I only have one fucking willpower left right now. We gonna have to give in. I'm so sorry, Slip. Her eyes go black, and from there, the ST can say what happens.
Go on, Elias. How are you going to say, feed on me?
Oh,
Are you about to be a human shield?
no, Elias would just like start walking away.
In the car.
In the car?
In the car.
Oh, never mind.
He tucks and rolls.
Well,
What a
Elias
guy.
would be in the back seat, so he'd be like,
Next to Slip.
Shrink. Oh.
Are we there yet?
We
And
just left the
Marcelina.
7-Eleven.
Pounces from the navigator's position into the back seat, straight onto Slip, attempting her best to restrain him. Marcelina, strength and brawl. Slip,
Can
strength and
Violet
brawl.
assist?
Assist who?
I don't really
It's gonna
have-
assist Slip.
I don't know
Plus
if
one
that
Slip.
really needs the help. I mean, I'm not much when it comes to strength and brawl. What is the, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all.
Do I need to turn this car
This is from-
around?
Strength and ball.
I'll hit you with my ring hand.
I just
So-
don't know.
And I'm slippery, so I get a bonus.
Wait,
But
what are you doing?
I'm not. What are you
Stop
doing?
trying to get
Why-
diablerized, Elias.
Oh, okay. I thought it was contested strength and ball. My bad. Never mind.
No, but not with you.
I'm very
Not with you.
specifically. Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
specifically going after Slip.
And Slip is able, with Violet's assistance, to resist being grappled down and restrained by Marcelina, who huddles into the corner of the car, fangs still bared, obsessed with feeding.
Here.
Also,
God, just give her the big gulp. Here.
actually, even better, Marcelina feels the beast screaming for her to feed, to consume. She is able to restrain it for the time being. Unfortunately for her, carelessly, she burns through more of her vitae. Increase your hunger to 5, please.
Jesus Christ, Shiv.
And then, Elias, what's the deal with your feeding hungry? Because you want to get diablerized so bad. Let's see if we can make it happen.
I'm between the two, right? Right?
Well, I imagine Violet's pulled you out the way at this point to save
And
you.
literally
Violet's
just like
grabbed
looking
you.
back over his shoulder, like the soccer mom in the minivan. Like, do I have to turn this car around?
Dad, help!
Just a large hiss. Mom's trying to kill me.
Difficulty 4
didn't
plus
do
pain
anything this
severity,
time.
and you're muted.
Yeah, so it looks like it would be difficulty 2 plus bane severity, which is currently 2, so 4. So the difficulty would be 4, and then also the blood pool the dice pool would be reduced by 2. Yeah.
So, frenzy check
Why
for me,
bother
please.
rolling?
Difficulty
Right, mhm.
4 with a -2 modifier.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna kill him.
Surprise, surprise.
Did say you haven't tried him yet.
Marcelina
Well, yeah.
throws Violet and Slip to one side, fixated on the intoxicating smell of Elias's vitae that courses through his veins. Strength brawl, Marcelina. Elias, strength brawl.
I mean, what is the sense? I don't have any to speak of.
Things can go wrong, so it's worth
They
the roll.
can.
See, he's got 2, and you've got 2. But you know what that means,
I think
Marcelina.
I'm going to. I think I'm going to try to reroll.
Okay.
For as much as he
I got
does,
some willpower for it.
as
So
much as
roll
he's
2 of
like,
those.
always mentioning how delicious he is, he's always trying to get himself out of it once he started it. Once he caused a problem.
But it's all right, because Marcelina pounces upon Elias and begins to feed, sinking her teeth into his undead flesh that used to be warmer, that almost carried a pulse, but is no longer the same as it once was.
I
The
prefer
thick
it that way.
vitae passes through your fangs, down your throat, completely intoxicating you, enticing you for more. What does she have to do to stop? You may slake 1 hunger.
Elias is going to yell, a little help here, please.
Elias, increase your hunger by 1.
Flip, full Nelson. I'm full Nelsoning her. I'm trying to rip her off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I don't know if you want me to do this first to assist, but I was also going to cast Cloud Memory on her to kind of distract her while somebody else pulled her off.
I have unswayable mind, so I believe that.
Not only does Marcelina have unswayable mind, but she also has bonuses because she's in frenzy.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
Okay. I got nothing.
What does Marcelina need to do to stop feeding upon your delicious blood, Slip Boy?
Like a frenzy check. See if she can stop. Same difficulty.
Okay. Well, we're not there yet. Because Marcelina needs to reduce her hunger to 1 or below in order to stop the hunger frenzy at this point.
I'll go to 1.
Whoa, hold up. Does she have brutal feet, or can I try to pull her off before it gets to that?
You can try to pull her off.
I want to try to. Big gulp handed to Solomon.
Buy dinner first or something like that, maybe a movie. But if you want to go straight in for foreplay,
oh yeah, I'm trying to come up behind her, full Nelson, grip the neck, rip her off. Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, he's thrilled about it as well.
Cool.
Strength brawl with a +1 from Elias, probably assisting. Marcelina strength brawl.
We were just at a 7-Eleven. How did it come to this?
Dude, I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't fucking know. I mean, hey, we're not doing great.
God fucking damn it.
We're not doing fucking great, bud.
Messy.
You guys, yeah.
Slip is successful in pulling Marcelina away from Elias and his delicious vitae. Unfortunately, the beast is still in control of her, and as soon as Slip comes into view, she was reminded of his blood in the bowl, and immediately sinks her fangs into Slip. Slip, increase your hunger by 1. Marcelina, decrease your hunger by 1.
Okay. So
Wait, he wanted to stop you going to hunger 1, so you should be at hunger 3 now.
3. Okay. Okay, got you.
And
Violet's gonna try and assist Slip again.
Guys.
God damn it.
Just eyes on the road, trying not to be too distracted by all of the shenanigans.
Fucking
Well, also, wait, time out. Also, because I've now successfully bitten into both Elias and Slip, shouldn't they both be reacting to the bite?
Very good. Oh, hang on. I don't think
Just 3 kindred tuck and roll from the car.
Just to make it worse,
I believe they need to do a terror frenzy check.
They do.
God.
Elias, Slip. Well, Elias, first of all. Terror Frenzy check, difficulty 3, please. Thank you for the reminder, Marcelina.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes, that's right.
Looking for ways to make this worse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been begging to die, Elias. I'm just trying to help you out.
What?
Amazing.
Oh. Well, Slip.
Yep.
Beast,
Incredible.
as you are being fed on, screams in your ears, desperately trying to make you run away. Unfortunately, you are held in place by Marcelina's iron-cast grip at the moment. You need to flee this moving vehicle. The beast is telling you to get out, to fight as strong as you can, to move. Elias, for a brief moment, you feel the same fear running through your mind and skull, but you are able to keep control of yourself. Violet, you wanted to peel Marcelina off Slip again, right? So, Slip,
Yes.
Strength Brawl with a +1. Violet do the Strength Brawl with a +1 from Slip. Marcelina,
Yes.
Strength Brawl.
Okay. This might actually be successful on her end, y'all. Strength. We were just going for some photo cards, you guys, and I just...
Beast.
Marcelina is
Yes,
successfully
that's me.
peeled away from Slip. And as soon as she makes eye contact with Violet, the fury inside of her takes over, and she sinks her fangs straight into Violet.
Oh, shit.
Slate one more hunger, Marcelina. Violet, increase your hunger by 1. And
Oh, shit.
Violet, do a terror
Yep.
frenzy check at difficulty 3, please.
It's about to be Kenun only, and then a very full Marcelina in the back seat, just like, where did everyone go?
Like, is there anywhere I can pull the car over? Is that a thing that can happen here?
Yeah.
Did you say difficulty 3?
Difficulty 3, please.
What am I fucking doing? Am I rolling something? What am I doing? Oh, no, you're just frenzying. Okay.
I'm good.
Violet is able to successfully keep the beast from taking control as she feels Marcelina's ragged fangs drilling their way into Violet's flesh, piercing veins, skin, and yeah. Anyone like to do anything now?
Yeah, I'm gonna tuck and roll from the car.
You can't,
So,
unless you want to ride the wave and spend willpower.
Well, don't I need to run from her?
You do, but you are
Yeah,
in my
fine.
control, and I'm just waiting to see if anyone wants to do anything first.
Gotcha.
That's why you spend willpower to ride the wave. You gain control of your character. If you don't spend the willpower, I have control.
so, okay, so quick question. I'm now at 1 hunger. Does that take me out of the frenzy? Right, because I have essentially fed from Violet.
Yep.
Okay. So like,
Oh, no.
mouth bloody, fangs kind of still out. I back up for a second, and it's almost like clouds kind of vanish from my sight. Like I'm suddenly able to see clearly, and I look at Violet, and there is a silent moment of understanding that passes between the two.
Would you say that you
And-
can see clearly now the Vitae's gone?
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. So, with that, Marcelina says to Kenan, stop the car.
He's pulled over, just turned around, giving y'all a very disappointed look.
And as soon as the car is stopped, Slip is desperately trying at those locks and is eventually able
That's
to
cool.
succeed in opening them and bursts out of the car, running as fast as his little legs can carry him into the darkness, away
While
from the
he's-
busy city.
Hold on. Rewind real quick. while he's fumbling with the locks to get out, can I cast Cloud Memory on him?
Yeah. Gonna have to try and catch his attention though to get eye contact with him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna grab him by the sides of the head and give him the little attention slaps on the side of the face. Like, hey,
Strength
everything's
brawl.
fine.
Strength brawl.
Oh fuck.
Sure. I can't believe I'm already gone. So you get a +1 because he's doing this one-handed because he's got the big gulp?
You did shove the big gulp into my hand, yeah.
Unless it's everywhere now.
Yeah.
It's not my car.
I imagine it would have probably fell.
I mean, you really don't need any bonuses, really.
Oh,
Yeah, Kanan's expression, just absolute disappointment.
Oh, 4. Oh, God.
Hey, not that bad.
Solomon desperately tries to catch his Slip's attention, but he is unable to do so. Slip completely focused upon trying to unlock the car and get out. Anyone wants to do quickly before Slip runs away?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit back down in my seat with the big gulp in my hands and go, well, I tried my thing.
Slip is able to unlock the car, opens the door, and runs off, further into the alleyway away from the busy city.
Looking at
Kanan's just
Marcelina,
looking at y'all,
Violet,
shaking his head.
Violet is just gonna follow, but looking at Marcelina as she does, and then just goes and follows to chase him. No, not like more like
No, I understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marcelina, climbs into the front seat for a second. And, she is going to... it looks fucking stunned right now. Fuck. Shit. Alright. I gotta go home. I gotta go home.
Well, I don't know how much of an option that is. Yeah, I saw him just sitting in the back, holding a big gulp, like he doesn't know what to do with his hands, and he's just like, I mean, I'm good.
It still contains
Well,
Slip's blood, by the way.
Oh, it's not splattered all over the car?
No one attacked Solomon, so he's been quite steady.
Does anybody want to sip?
I'm quite alright. But, Marceline, I suppose you, finally got that taste you've always been wanting. Perhaps we should talk later.
No one else is
Yeah.
going to take it. Kenun might reach over and grab that cup.
Marcelina just nods. She's stopped talking, and there is a very far away look in her eyes.
Kenan takes the cup, and I assume you're going to drink?
Yeah, why not?
Yep. Slake one hunger.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing if nobody else spoke up, so...
Meanwhile, with Elias and Violet. Slip has successfully managed to run as far as he can and find a quiet as can be alleyway. Violet cautiously approaches in the dark alleyway. What would you like to do?
Violet's approaching very carefully.
What's around us?
Small holes filled with puddled water, large dumpster, various pieces of rubbish, posters half torn off the wall. Well, a few meters away is a main road at one end, and at the other end is a solid brick wall.
All right, and the frenzy's over. Like, there's no remnants.
Correct. Once you removed yourself and got far enough away from Marcelina, the perceived threat, beast, calm.
All right. Reflexively, Slip's gonna mantle up into the dumpster. And just start submerging himself fully, like he's going to the bottom.
She's not chasing. Gonna be alright, I promise.
Question. When she bit like that, it didn't do ag, right? Or have I got 2 ag? Okay.
No.
Alright, I was like, wait, hold up. It might be worse than I think.
I see feeding as something that's almost surgical in precision of trying to get to a specific vein and almost needle-like pincers, whereas a bite attack is literally biting in, ripping off pieces of whatever.
Okay. There isn't like a verbal response from inside the dumpster, but like he is like ferreting around in there.
Oh no.
What do you need? How can I help?
I don't suppose you brought my big gulp.
Sorry. I didn't get a chance.
Are there any rats in here? He desires comfort food. And also food.
Wits and awareness, please. Check to re-roll the 5.
No.
Check success at cost.
No, he finds a handful of spaghetti and puts it back. I'm very hungry.
Hunt for you. I can bring back some rats.
Not using his hands at all, the top of his head to like lift up the lid of the dumpster just enough to like peek out. There are no rats in here.
Not a dumpster.
Well,
But I get some.
I found some spaghetti.
Don't eat that. Make you sick.
I'm not. No, that's ooky, but rats love it. Do you want it?
Yeah.
All right. Just a fistful of slimy spaghetti. There you go.
Okay. I won't be long.
I'm gonna go hunt some rats.
You like wits and awareness or wits and streetwise?
Awareness, please.
It's an awareness. Yeah. You'll be able to find a couple of nice, fat, chunky rats. 2 days away from retirement.
Best kind.
They run up to you and they squeak around you, rubbing their face on your foot.
Gives him a kiss, and then hands him over. Here you go, fat ones.
While she's off doing that, we are, if I'm not correct, we are more than a half mile away from the temporary haven?
Correct.
Okay. Great. He'll reach out and take the rats. Thanks. And then he'll go back down, and then there's horrible silence and squeaks that follow.
Do you have efficient eater?
I sure do.
Then you may slake up to 4 hunger, but do not go below 1.
I'll go to 1. Oh, that is better. That is better. Too bad we are out of bounds.
We can sneak back.
Maybe. I don't know that, well, you're branded, right?
Yes, we are.
You
Yeah.
are?
I am.
Okay, cool. I think there's probably something occult about that, so they probably know one of us dropped the ball. Or maybe me not being branded is worse. I don't know. I do think we should head back immediately.
If you feel safe, I'll escort you.
Oh, no, I don't feel safe. We just broke, like, the one rule they gave us after gang pressing us.
Pay the consequences.
Oh, man. Violet, what if we just live in this dumpster forever?
It looks awfully comfortable, and the leftover spaghetti would be quite a good pillow. But should know better. I'll protect you.
From, Jurassic Canoon and the small army they'll send, yeah?
Yes.
You say that a lot. And you did pull her off me. True. Okay. Well, I think I've got to make a phone call, but I can do that on the way back.
Be careful for phone ghosts.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing, huh? Fuck. He'll finally throw the lid of the dumpster back and stand up.
As you come
Pull
out
himself out.
of the massive dumpster, you'll notice standing at the end of the alleyway, their backs to the wall, are 2 very well-dressed Japanese men.
Do they look familiar?
No. I mean, I think you'll gather enough just you, Slip, will know those are Gaki.
Right. I'm gonna go turn myself in. What do you want to do?
You can run back, and I'll deal with it.
Oh, I don't think running from this is a good idea. I have a bit of a working rapport with these people, and I think honesty and just being... They're gonna expect me to run away like a little sewer rat, because of what I am. So, and I've tried very hard to make them not think that of me. To the best that one can... No, I have to go. I don't want to, but
come with you and take responsibility. Let's go.
Thanks. He'll just reach out with, try to hold her hand.
Is Elias still there?
No, you're in the car.
Did you guys go? Oh, you are. I am in the car. I wasn't sure if they would.
So you're
And then head
approaching
over.
2 men in suits?
Yep.
One of them looks you up and down, cracks his neck, clenches his fists, and looks at you with almost a look of pure hatred. What are you doing here?
I own a rice cooker, if it helps.
This look like place for fried rice? What are you doing out of bounds?
My curse drove me from a moving vehicle after an accident that I incited. It was an accident. I was attempting to assist another member on the mission we have been assigned, and I fled while the handler that was assigned to us was trying to pull the car over.
And this
I wish
one?
to return to the handler. Well, probably came after me to make sure I didn't, start chimping out and fucking people up in broad moonlight. Damage control.
I'm his elder. I take full responsibility.
You take full responsibility?
Yes?
Show me your hand. He'll grasp your wrist, and he'll pull out a small tanto blade and chop off one of your fingers. Take 2 superficial damage. He holds the finger in his hand and shows it to you under your face, and you watch as it slowly turns to ash. You will be forgiven this one time. We will take more than a finger next time. Return
Slip's
to
body
your-
language.
Pardon? Sorry?
I was gonna say, Slip's body language is full grovel. Like,
Yeah,
Turn
Violet
to your
bells.
coterie and take that with you too. He'll gesture at Slip.
Violet bows and takes his hand with her other hand and walks him out.
Slip goes.
You'll be able to reunite with the kindred. I suppose that... Would you have waited in the alleyway? Is there anything you'd like to talk about before Violet, Slip arrive? Would you just wait in silence?
Casually slurping that big gulp.
Yeah, I think Marcelina is like physically present, but her mind is somewhere else. But I imagine we probably haven't moved or said anything to each other.
The pair of Nosferatu return to the car and silently get in the back. Slip probably more nervous of Marcelina than ever before. Violet with a look of anger, I suspect, upon her brow. What would you like to do?
Insert the sound of Vitae being sucked through a straw.
I think Marcelina would have like caught Violet's eye through like the rearview mirror, or at least through like the side mirror, and just looking at them. She's not angry. She's not sad. There is an immediate look of acceptance. But probably a look of, we're gonna have to talk about what happens next. Like, you know what I mean? Like, very, just like, conversation will be had. But she's not. I mean, she might. I don't know. But for Marcelina, she's just like, it had to happen sometime, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she just is fully accepted what it is. And if she says anything, it'll be a repeat of, I have to go home. But otherwise, she's just looking at Violet through the mirror.
Canon, starting the car.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Where would you like to go? We could carry on
At this point,
on the way.
Kenun actually just turns to the coterie and is like, so. With that unspoken question hanging in the air.
Look how somber they are now.
Another sip from the big gulp.
You're our handler. You made the decision.
I am here to assist you in this mission. The decisions to be made are yours.
We gotta get it done. Otherwise, we can't fucking leave. Let's go get these photo cards done. We'll move on to the next step.
Very well, then.
Notably, Marcelina doesn't say sorry. She doesn't feel bad. Because everyone in the car knew exactly what she was. So, you know, she's not apologizing. I think if she feels sorry at all, maybe she's sorry to Violet. But otherwise, she doesn't feel any guilt.
Hashtag no guilt, no finger. The car arrives a small walk away from the small, simple two-floored office building. From the car, the coterie can see the building's lights are on, and the office seems to be open and working. An open driveway marks the way in, straight to the reception area. A moderate-sized hallway. Large glass windows surround the front desk, allowing a warm yellow hue light to spill out onto the front drive, and affording the coterie a view inside, showing a single staff member sat behind a large wooden desk, typing on a computer, occasionally answering a phone. The door can just barely be seen off to the side and around, clearly the entrance the staff used to gain into the office area itself.
Slip, did you have a name for a contact inside?
No, just the address and name of the company.
Cool. I think Marcelina is gonna walk ahead and open the fucking door and walk on into the place.
Okay. And the lady behind the desk give you this small look of Konbawa.
Good evening. She says in Japanese. So just so that I know I got this, because I've been jarred a little bit, so like memory is doing a thing right now. So we go in there and it's just to get sort of like ID cards. Yes?
Yep.
Or is there a specific that I'm forgetting here?
You're after the specific pass cards that the TID use.
Okay. I think Marcelino will say, good evening. I was told that this is a great place to get my ID done. And she mentions the fucking, sort of the shell company that resides within the tower.
Yes. Are you a representative of said business?
Yes, actually, I'm a new employee, and I was told to come here.
Charisma and persuasion. I think seems appropriate.
Okay. All right.
Oh no, you're lying. So manipulation, subterfuge. Sorry.
Okay.
Hopefully that's a better pool for you as well.
Not really.
Oh.
I mean, on the manipulation, yes, but on the subterfuge, no.
Oh yeah, because
Which
you're a good little southern girl that doesn't lie. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I lie? So I'm sorry, subterfuge manipulation, was it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's what we're looking at.
Oh. I'm sorry, we don't usually do business like that with your organization. They usually order in advance, and we send it through the post or by special courier.
Yes. Yeah, well, last minute adjustments, I guess. I'm so sorry. I've had a very long night, and I need to get this done. Is there perhaps a way we can work this out in which I can get what I need so I can get into work?
Give me your name and address. I could probably call the organization and confirm.
Is Elias here? Do we all come in
He
together?
wants to be, yeah.
I don't know.
If he wants to be, you can just.
Nobody said
Okay.
anything.
Yeah, just
So
a
if
quick
you
walk
wanna-
out the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Elias would walk up and say, "Please, you have to understand. This is an emergency, and if we can't get into our place of work, we don't want anyone fired because, again, it's an emergency. It's the middle of the night. We don't want to have to be waking up leadership and bothering leadership for something as inane as this."
Relation subterfuge, please.
What?
It's not that difficult.
I will do a willpower roll.
Much better. Well, I shouldn't normally do this. I'll tell you what. I'll buzz you into the office, and you can talk to the manager if you like, and see what he can do for you. I can't authorize such things myself.
That's a lot of help. Thank you.
Yes, much appreciated.
And the door will unlock for you to the side. You walk through and find a long corridor. A door at the end of it marked cleaning room, and several more doors, each simply labelled as Office A through to D, but the sounds of a busy hive leaking out louder than before. Every so often, a person opens a door and walks along the corridor into another room. Some hold stacks of paper, others talking on a portable phone. What would you like to do?
So, quick question before we actually get going. Would we in Slip's research would we have seen what those IDs actually look like? You know what I mean, example of the IDs themselves.
I mean, not specifically, no, but
Okay.
you're all full-grown adults, so you'd be able to guess what a pass card looks like. You know, they don't really change
Right.
name, position, barcode.
Does it look like there's as people are going in and out, does it look like there's a particular room that's where they take the picture and sort of print out the ID itself? Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I'm just trying to think of the role to make you do for that.
I mean,
Wit
I'm
and
not good at it,
awareness
so if anything, you can.
and your speciality
Okay.
can totally apply.
Okay.
And have a +1 with Elias, who is no doubt going to be there enthusiastically saying,
Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible.
By the way,
it's
I
not
hated
great.
it when you hurt me. Yeah, 2 is enough, yeah.
I'm not sorry.
You'll notice that the busiest office that seems to have the most active people going to fro is Office A, nearest the cleaning room.
Okay. Right. So, she sort of half turns to the group. How do you want to do this? Do you want to go in and just have Elias convince them to do this for us, or do we knock some heads around and get it done ourselves?
Well, I know he's not here, but we could also have Slip's help as well, and I'll pull out the little dongle he gave me.
Slip didn't come in with us? I thought he did. Okay.
No,
Right.
I didn't want his picture taken.
Oh, that's right. That would fucking duh. Okay. Right. Well, she's gonna look at the other bits of the coterie that are gonna take pictures too. I guess that's Canoon, right? Is Canoon in here with us?
I was
He
thinking
said
maybe
that
he
this was-
stays in the car, because there's no way he's passing himself off as an employee anywhere.
And I forgot, Slip said that this was technically... Oops.
Okay.
Technically something for CCTV. I don't think that that's what these are.
No.
There are
no,
two. One of them is for CCTV, and one of them is the remote plug-in for Slip to actually interface with stuff that you're near.
Okay, so there was both. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one basically shuts off the CCTV, deletes.
So
us.
you can do the talking, and then I can... I don't know, plug it in somewhere.
All right, we could certainly try that.
But I'm perfectly up for whatever you all think is the right move. I just happen to remember the dongle.
Okay.
I of course can accompany you. I'm still there, right?
Yeah, I don't think you've gone anywhere.
I don't think so either.
I think it would also be fair to say that Slip and Canoon would have probably gone round the back and are hiding in the cleaning room.
Okay,
Which is a dank,
gotcha.
dirty room lined with metal shelves, filled with cleaning products neatly stacked up and sorted into groups. Across the dingy room is a doorway, easily able to ascertain leads into the main facility. And talking, phones ringing, and the general dirge of people walking to and fro leaks through the doorframe. The only wall clear of cleaning equipment has 3 cleaning overalls hanging off them, next to metal buckets on wheels with mops placed inside. In each corner, almost as decoration, are thick old cobwebs, catching nothing more than a thick layer of dust that lingers in the air. I think Violet would probably go with Slip and Kenon, so those 3. What would you 3 like to do? Gives the others a bit of time to think.
Slip is taking this time to actually kind of... He's got like a bottle of crud and a rag, and he's like cleaning a spaghetti stain off his pants.
Violet's going to be wrapping up her hand a little bit.
So here's...
See, now it's part of RP with the thing on your hand.
Oh my god. Full circle. So... it's... How do you think they're doing out there?
They should
One
be
can
fine.
only guess.
Everyone's fed. Should be fine.
I'm partially, it's tough, right? I I am not sure how to approach this situation after we are done with the badges. Because here's the thing, they're going to take pictures. Hopefully they use fake names. But if this part of everything goes south, they will be known blank bodies. Prior to this. And it's difficult because I could try to clean the system so that it seems like that they need to be in the system for the passcodes to work. But if the passcodes work, they're in the system, right? And we do need to do this. I'm trying to wrap my head around how to... I'm going to need access to the systems to see if I can do something. And I just don't want to go out there. But... gonna pick up one of those sets of overalls. You know it's crazy. When I was alive, I was a pretty good janitor once. And I'm gonna pull on these overalls. What?
You're a janitor?
I was a janitor once, yes. He's gonna start filling his mop bucket with the correct solutions and just make a proper, I'm here to clean it slate.
Yep.
Actually, in his backstory, he was a janitor once.
Marvelous.
It's almost like someone read your sheet.
So, really quick question, because it is late, how many people are in this office? There's some, obviously, but...
Are you going into Office A?
Yes, but before I get in there, I just want to try to take a quick tally of, like, overall, because you did say, like, people are coming in and out of the rooms. Give or take, what am I looking at?
Tell you what. Shit. Intelligence and awareness, please, and you can have your +1 speciality. Okay. I hope that's a good pull for you. It's not a particularly difficult roll.
It's the same.
That's fine. That's fine. Because I would imagine that Marcelina is used to, in essence, like staking out a place. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Judged by a number of noises you can hear, separate voices, so you get a good estimate. There'd be about 15 to 20 people in each office.
15 to 20 people in each office. Okay, so a sizable amount of people in case something went wrong. Okay, all right. Cool. Right, well, I think Office A is our destination. Remember, when they ask for a name, give a fake name, make it good.
Yes, I was thinking of Jim. I look like a Jim, right?
A Jim. Like a Jim Morrison.
Hi, Jim.
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison. That's a good name. Okay.
Right,
Jim
it's a solid
Morrison.
name. Yeah.
Monkey Jim.
and looking at Elias. Jeff, maybe?
A Jeff.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm not quite good with last names, but maybe like Bridges or something else, or
I think Bridges is great. It goes right with him. It looks yeah. So Elias, you're gonna be Jeff Bridges. Don't forget. He's definitely gonna forget. We might have to
even realized it at this point.
Yeah, I think we'll have to intercede for him. For his fake name. Elias, your fake name is going to be Jeff Bridges.
What a wonderful name. Thank you so much.
Hold on, sorry. One more time, what happened?
You're Jeff Bridges.
We're coming up with... Yeah, we're coming up with
Jeff
fake
Bridges?
names. And I thought that just like a name like Jeff Bridges sounds so perfect.
Oh, yes,
It's
that's...
so unique.
That is a unique name and somehow so fitting. I quite like it.
I'm Jim, and I heard you don't like being called different names, so I'll let you come up with one on your own. He's looking at Marcelina.
I'm not very creative, but Morgan Pennington's a good one.
Morgan, that's a brilliant.
Yeah. She just gives a nod before heading off into Office A.
Door opens. No, that's the wrong thing. The office is fairly open. No desks contained in cubes. Air conditioner on and providing a crisp, cool breeze. The office, although not silent, is in a state of concentration and dedicated work. A dozen or so employees keep their heads down and focus on whatever tasks they have. At the far end, in a segmented away office with blinds and door closed. To the side of the office is a small metal door with a lock next to it, mounted on the wall. An elevator. What would you like to do?
You said there's an elevator, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone else just kind of busy at work.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, do they seem really engaged?
Fairly. Would you like some thinking time while we
I would like
flashback to
Yes, I'd like a
Kenun,
little bit.
Violet and Slip, or Slip,
Yes,
Violet,
please.
Kenun, Slip, Kenun, Violet, Kenun, Slip, Violet. I don't know, whatever combination suits best.
So do you guys want to, like, be part of the cleaning staff, or you want to just stay here?
Can I look for some overalls as well?
Yeah, there were 3 sets on hooks.
I do prefer my dress. But this can go over my dress. It's big enough.
Yeah, you're gonna have, like, chunky thighs, but, like, that's cleaning lady status, I think. And that's good.
Do not have chunky thighs.
Well, no, but you gotta tuck the dress into the pants of the fucking overalls, right?
True.
I
Yeah, you're gonna
also
have a
put on
dumpy
my
one.
beanie, my knitted beanie hat.
Yep.
Cover up my floppy ears.
Face mask on.
Yeah, Kenan just kind of looking at the overalls, like, somehow, I doubt I would appear as cleaning staff. With the conspicuous forehead gem just, like, there.
That's like your freedom and stuff, man. Like, you just want to stay here in the broom closet? Come on, man. It's Pride Month. Come on out.
It's 2022. I mean, come on.
I don't know what made me laugh, but I started laughing so hard I couldn't breathe.
You're not there, Solomon. Shut up.
But Solomon so rarely speaks.
Yeah, Ken just kind of... He just shrugs. Overalls. The most inconspicuous cleaning person that ever was.
Yep.
Going with it.
Okay, so does the gem, like, spot weld it on, or can you take it off?
It is a part of me.
It's in you?
Yes.
Oh shit! Can you take it out?
No.
Like put it back in later.
No, it is rather attached.
Like to your skeleton.
It would be rather like gouging out an eye.
Shit. Oh! Hold up. I'm gonna rummage around in here. Is there a first aid cabinet?
Yep.
Bandage right over the gem. Bam.
Yep.
Nailed it.
And just kind of poker face and then nods.
Yeah.
I'd imagine Kenan kind of looks like Grumpy Cat right now.
There's no expression, just acceptance. This is my life now.
It's the little things that bring me joy.
Yeah, I got a spare face mask for you. There you go.
For some reason, I have to say, I'm picturing like an extremely branded, like cutesy Band-Aid. Cartoon figures, whole 9 yards.
Yeah, it's Hi There Cat.
Gooby Doop. Yep. Pooge Bear.
As they call it in the north. Hey up, kitten. Proceeding out of the cleaning room, mops and buckets in hand, and a very angry-looking Kenan.
Expertly disguised.
And you walk into the long corridor and see the various offices before you. People toing and froing. What would you like to do?
How busy is it for being the middle of the night?
If it were a Western country, abnormally, but because it's Japan and they work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether they want to or not, it's just as it is. Some black companies are like this.
Okay. Are we able to find an office that looks like it's empty and not used? Not being used, with like maybe a name on the front of that thing. So it's like an important office.
They're all just labeled Office A to D.
Jesus. Any of them not occupied?
Nope. The D is occupied.
They're all occupied? Even the B?
B, the C,
and the A?
D.
Oh,
no. Bloody A, B, C. Sorry, that's Star Trek. Maturity level on this stream just descends.
Violet's going to start listening to conversations to try and get, I don't know, information by like emptying trash cans and just listening.
And it just seems like regular business talk, Nothing that arouses your suspicion. But if you're going to check the offices one by one, starting at the D and working your way down, you'll get to the A. And you will see... You'll see... Solomon, Elias, Marcelina.
Marcelina is walking towards the elevator. That's what she's doing.
Elias will be following.
You going down in the elevator or going up?
We're going down, but we're living it up while we're going down.
Is the shaft big enough for the entire coterie?
I
think so. How many? What's the capacity of the elevator?
I hear up to 13.
Yeah, that should be good for us. There's only 6 of us.
Does it look like there's enough room for the cleaning cart on the elevator if we all got in it?
I hate to say this, but as much as you desperately try to part the double doors on the elevator, it doesn't open for you.
I'm so fucking hell. Is there a key, like in the with the button is to open the doors?
There is no key, but there is a traditional key lock next to the elevator. You'll notice it's got a few scratch marks where people have been unable to find it the first time, and it takes a bit of time, but they get there eventually.
So looking around, there's just people at a desk. Do I see someone who looks like a manager?
No. But the manager's office is quite obviously sticking out. Closed blinds, closed door.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the door, hoping Elias is behind me, and I'm gonna give it a quick knock. Just to, you know.
Yep, Elias taking you up the rear, yep.
Wait a minute.
This game is fucking incredible. Amazing.
We're 7 minutes near the end at this point, I'm just going for it.
So I'm fucking knocking at the damn door.
Yep.
Open up.
Knocking at the damn door. You don't hear a damn answer.
Oh, great. So can I try to turn the knob, see if it opens?
Yeah. And the door is unlocked and opened quietly. It fits perfectly in the door frame and doesn't scrape along the thick grey carpet. Carpet matches the drapes. And the clean, glossy, white walls reflect the fluorescent light shining down from the embedded ceiling holders. A simple picture depicting Mount Fuji hangs over a desk at the back of the wall. Sat at the black minimalist desk behind a small stack of papers is an older Japanese man, formally dressed. He slowly puts the pen down as the undead enter his office and close the door behind them.
This is all of us now. Yes? Or did the other three?
I unless anyone says they don't want to go in. But yeah.
Slip is specifically attempting to locate a computer that is not conspicuous and is not in use. And if there isn't one on the first pass, he'll follow them.
Mm.
So Slip's coming in last.
Good evening, Marcelina said. We need your help, sir.
Van, I'll give you a bow. How may I help?
She will then defer to Elias with his men.
Cleaning his windows?
Yes, we have a bit of an emergency, and I understand it's the middle of the night, but we need to get our access badges printed.
Certainly. For whom?
For her?
Yeah. Her always.
For whom? Oh. And who do you work for?
We say the company. The shell company.
That's quite difficult. We usually send them in bulk or special courier. And we print all cards upstairs. I am the only one who is allowed to go upstairs for such requests. Do you have proof of identity? Proof of employment? I'll accept your number cards if that's what is needed.
Yes, of course. And Elias would use mesmerize, and you see that our identification is legitimate, and you're eager to assist us.
Rouse check for me, please. And the man looks you straight in the eye and says, No, I don't think so.
I think this is where it become very obvious. Marcelina gets very tense because it's been a long night and she's had enough.
We're near the climax.
Yeah, so I think Marcelina sort of. But actually, before she does that, do I see anything on him that would indicate that perhaps he is a part of the TID group or like True Faith, or if he's just like a guy. Do you know what I mean? Like anything that maybe will give her some hints as to why he seems to be able to deny Elias.
You do not, but I believe Kenun is in the room as well.
Mm-hmm.
Kenun, wits and awareness for me, please.
Roger that.
Like a good Rogering. Kenun, you have seen this kind of thing before. There are certain Gaki that are able to fortify their thralls. And this would appear to be exactly one of those kinds of things. Marcelina. Wits and awareness, and you may apply a +1 with your speciality, I believe.
Okay. Where are you, Wits? There you are.
Yeah, that's fine. You'll see on the person, when he stood up, he has a key ring with only one key on it. Behind him, on the wall, is a single key. Doesn't take a genius for you to realize that is the key that you are after.
Given her luck, knocking out this man may not go well. So would it be... How does sleight of hand work in VTM?
Dex stealth.
Dex
Depending on what
stealth.
you do. That's what I call. Lots of other STs call whatever they want, and it's very much situational as well. I think in this instance, if you're just going to go, I'd call Dex stealth.
Yeah, I think perhaps while this man is preoccupied with Elias and Kenun, I think she'd sort of melt into the background and sort of walk over and snatch it.
Dex and stealth, please.
Hopefully this goes well. Ugh, not great. You know what? But that penalty.
I would have thought you'd be better at snatching than that.
Yeah, it's just the dice are not on my side right now. Is really what it comes down to. Hey, if he catches her, she's gonna do what she got to do. But it is what it is, you know.
Would you like success at cost?
I mean, yeah. Either way, it's been a long night. So.
Marcelina skillfully glides across the carpet, not drawing any attention to herself as she silently moves in a way that only a kindred can, like the dead, completely unnoticed. Eventually making her way so that the keys are within arm's reach of her, and subtly turns her back to it, ensuring that her hand movements can't be seen, as she reaches out and grasps a key, quietly putting it in her pocket. With the man's back turned to her, the beast screams once more in her skull to just break him, rip his head off, kill. She knows this would not be very constructive at this time. She's able to will it down, burning through her vitae as she does so. Increase your hunger by 1, but you do acquire the key.
Alright. As she kind of rejoins up with the group, I think what she'll do is, without saying anything, she'll just do like a double tap to Solomon's back, like just a little boop, boop. And then we'll begin to leave. Yeah.
And you'll catch a quick snippet of Elias and his conversation with the man. I don't care how enlightened you are. It doesn't have any bearing on anything in this place. I need to see proof of identification or a number card.
I don't even get to use my backstory I came up with. Damn. Well. Jeff. Elias.
Jeff.
Elias.
Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
Martina is already gone at this point. Gone.
J-Man!
Hey, dog!
Yes, I'm Jeff Bridges, yes. I'm sorry.
The man he was talking to just sort of says to everyone, does he often blank out in the middle of a conversation?
No, well, it's been a long night for all of us, so,
Stroke victim.
My apologies. Kind of.
He seems like the kind of person that would go to a massage parlor and get completely naked. In an acupuncture clinic.
You're very perceptive. Anyway, come on, Jeff, it's time to leave.
Oh, yes, sorry. And I would, follow
Wait, did you
Solomon.
call him Jeff Bridges? Oh, I love your work! No, it's fine.
Thank you. And I would be wearing that sweater that I just don't have one right.
And you'll be able to make your way out. The group of you. Use the key on the elevator and proceed in. Is there anything last minute you'd like to talk about? In the elevator.
I had an entire backstory that I had come up with, and now I don't even get to use it.
You push the cart on there as well.
I don't think that you were going to have the opportunity to tell it. They usually just ask your name, not for your life story.
Oh. I don't do this, this sneaky, covert operation thing often, so I don't know what it's all entailed, so I figured while you were in there, I came up with the fact that my name is Jim, I'm an accountant.
It would have been glorious if you got to tell it, because I think it's very fitting. You look like a Jim.
Yes, I was getting really into it. It seemed like this whole role-playing thing could have been very, very fun. I've never done it before.
Yes, no, I think if I understand right, I think the Khan have a few role-playing games themselves that they like to play.
Fascinating.
Are you a private accountant or a CPA?
All right.
So if anyone asks, you're a CPA, all right?
Got it. Thank you. Oh, see, this is what I needed. More people to help me come up with my backstory.
Yep.
Right. So
Workshopping.
Yeah. Okay.
Scratching at the Band-Aid. It's bothering him.
Stop picking at it. It's going to get infected.
You got to keep it on, or else you become real obvious. Slip. With that thumb drive that you gave Solomon, would you be able to sort of erase any footage of us existing in this place from cameras?
Yeah. Depends what you plug it into or what I can get access to. I'm looking for that right now, actually. But yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. When the doors open, she's hoping she sees, some computers and such.
Well, we shall call an end to the session here. And hopefully I haven't screwed myself over trapping you all in an elevator, and Violet will be able to make it next week. Otherwise, I'll have to get creative, which is not going to happen.
Luckily, she has obfuscate.
Which only works when people aren't looking at her.
All happened to turn our backs for a moment.
I mean, she could ask, hey, look away.
Nobody look at me!
We're
Don't look at me!
all talking to each other. Next thing we know, where'd Violet go?
Yep.
There.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, hopefully we'll have a session next week. It kind of depends on how much I can get done in the little time I have, and how jet lagged I'm going to be. And if I survive the plane. That's the other thing as well.
We're going to survive the plane.
Fine.
Stop. We're going to be fine.
Never flown 15 hours before. I get sick after 9, and it was 12 hours to get here.
Okay, but if you sleep
Sleepies.
if you sleep for a good portion of it, you may be all right.
Which would be an excellent plan. However, is it like 8 o'clock in the morning?
Oh shit! Okay, well.
Oof.
Yeah. So I'll be trapped in a germ tube metal coffin, 35,000 feet above the air, flying over war-torn Europe, landing in the UK if I'm lucky. And then I've got to build a PC at some point as well when I land.
You're gonna do great.
With that in mind, scroll down. All of our characters have made use of the unofficial player's guide from our buddy Bully over on Tablegoth, which you can find here in the chat. That said, Violet, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
So, Lady Dark Scarlet, you can find me at Queen's Court Games, where we do streams and D&D and podcasts and stuff. And you can find me on Twitter and TikTok under the same name.
Marcelina, what do you do? Do you do things? Who are you? Let's find out.
Hi everyone. Yes, I do things. I do TTRPG things here on Table of Horrors, not just with this lovely VTM game, but with other wonderful games in the future that shall appear. I am also with Lanyap Gaming, which is a whole thing that you guys will get to see soon. We are playing a VTM 5e game there as well. Any of TTRPG project things and updates are all on my Twitter, but all over social media you can find me as the Risa Rave. Go do that.
Oh my god, Slip! Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out!
I variety stream on Twitch. Vamp Daddy. I'm on Twitter at Vampire Father. I'm here Fridays. I muck about in the play-by post. Yep.
Nihon, how do you do? What do you do? Do you do things? Why? Let's find out.
Who am I? That's a good question. Well, when I'm not here, I am Daybreakathon. I stream games, and I'm starting to stream art over on Twitch. That's fun. Written a couple of novels. That's also fun. Yeah, that's what I do.
Nitro. What the bloody hell is Nitro? I don't know Nitro. Solomon! What the bloody hell are you? What the bloody hell do you do? Do you bloody do things? Let's find out.
Do I do? Who am I? Where am I? How did I get here? What's going on? I'm Nitro Type Pet. You can find me practically anywhere as Nitro Type Pet. I mostly stick to Twitter though, where I retweet robots and dinosaurs and sometimes robot dinosaurs. Yeah, that's it.
Do they all look like ducks?
No, but wouldn't a duck look great in this shirt?
Elias! Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I'm Noskavian. And I play as Elias.
Great. Craig Cajun, thank you for pointing out the thing about whites yesterday. I had to look it up, and yep, they've got some bonuses, but they're not completely immune. Thank you. The player's guide is not ours. It is from Table Goth, our buddy Bully. It's good shit. It's good shit. You got to apply a bit of storyteller discretion, because sometimes some things don't play very well with other things that are already established, and other times you just get power victims like Elias here, who uses it to basically say, I am a burger, please eat me. So add a bit of discretion and use on it. Don't just flatly say to players, here, just go nuts. You use a bit of discretion, but it's incredibly useful with a lot of merits, a lot of flaws, new predator types, and some new powers if you so wish to use them.
Love me them flaws.
Check out our links down below for links to our Discord, Twitter, older episodes on YouTube. If you want to join the play-by-post, you have to join the Discord, and the application form link is there. I think that's everything. Like I say, hopefully next week is Nihon Nights ongoing. If I survive, I'm going to use that 15-hour fucking flight time, hopefully, to write some of my backlog.
Yeah, and if you need more VTM and you're all caught up on Nihon Nights, we just started a new chronicle last night called London by First Light. So go check out that VOD because it should be up there.
That's true. People playing, I think, Vampire the Masquerade in person by the look of things. Portuguese.
Oh my god.
Portuguese, but we're going to give them a raid. If I can type it in.
I thought you said they were vampires.
Of course, legally, we can't go until Kenun says the line.